What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, as always, is my tag team partner, Brent from Brent's Bricks, and, of course, Max from West Coast Bricks, back from that luxurious Hawaii trip. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
And joining us tonight, our very, very special guest, representing that Cali Brick Clique. He is SHYTIME, is my time, and tonight we are bounce. Ooh, somebody went hard on video. I like that.
These are the rare boys.
A couple of brickheads. Yeah, Shy made it to the bonus track. There he goes. Yeah.
Got to bring a West Coast up in here.
West Side. I know you
to
can
be
throw
back.
one right in there. It fits, you know.
Welcome back, Max.
1, 2, 3, and let's run it. All right, so we are a couple of brickheads. Shy, so good to have you on, my friend. By the way, guys, obviously, you know, we both knew we were from California, and I hit Shy up. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I live a few exits from you." I'm like, "What?"
Literally.
Well, because I guess I've mentioned where I am, and I, you know, maybe missed where he was. I was trying to figure out because you do a lot of vloggy stuff too, and as you know, though, LA is massive. I mean, you could have told me I'm 45 minutes away, which could be a few exits depending on the time of day. I would have been like, yeah, okay. So really, really cool that you're right up the street. Yeah, man, thanks for coming on. Brent, you are just Batmaned out. What happened to you, dude? You saw the movie? You went with the merch?
Dude, I saw the movie.
You are
First of all, happy St. Patty's Day. I've got a green Red Bull. Let me just.
Does this count? I don't know.
You know, it's funny because, well,
Well,
see, you got these turquoise colors. I went out tonight, my downtown area for some food and some drinks, and like I was wearing a green shirt, but I was like, this kind of tiptoes on the line of turquoise and green. Am I still gonna get pinched? Am I still gonna get messed with? But no, I had a good time. I made it home without getting pinched. Josh, what up?
What up, Josh? Thanks for joining. We were just talking before we went on about, I don't know, Shy, right? Like when we were kids, St. Patty's, was it a bigger deal then, or is it just not as big now? Like, what's the deal with it? I don't know. And I'm Irish as hell, by the way, like with the red hair. I just
don't know. I think people are just afraid to pinch each other nowadays.
it's like COVID.
No, you can't pinch anybody.
You can't pinch nobody. That's assault.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's not legal.
No.
Max, how was your? You'll get canceled, sir. Max, how was your? So, Max, you're coming off of your Hawaii trip, but you've suffered an unfortunate injury. It's going to sideline you from playing your college baseball. But are you still able to pick up some bricks there? I mean, are we still able to build?
I did pick up one non-Lego purchase. I guess we'll show that later. But I did venture off around Walmart over there, but the prices plus 20 on everything.
I told you. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Plus 15.
Why prices are no joke.
It's like buying
Lego. I was like, is this right? It was the gauntlet for like 91. I said, no shot. This is 91. And look at everything else. It's like the cruiser was like 175. I was like, yeah.
It's like a Walgreens or an airport. It's like, why is this just more expensive than it has to be?
This came up this week, but somebody in one of the groups I was in was like, holy cow, I'm in JFK Airport in New York, and they have a corporate Lego store, but they were there too late. And they're like, man, I'm here too late. It's closed. And I'm like, been there a bunch of times, dude. It's third party and plus 20% markup. So like,
yeah,
you get so good, you know. I mean, in a pinch, I don't know. I haven't done like the desperation overpay on a retail set, but you know, depends on the flight, I guess. I don't know. I see people building on flights. I don't know. I'm thinking I'd drop pieces everywhere. Just give me an iPad and call it a day. I don't know.
Right.
Chat is filling up. Let's give a shout out to the Girth Gang real quick. Thanks for joining.
What is up, everybody?
Girth.
Terry's down there. What up, Terry?
Yeah, well, we got Terry back. That's girthy.
So damn girthy. Girth, yeah. Girth.
Thanks so much for joining, everybody. We appreciate you coming in. Josh from Josh Build Stuff. That's like the proper intro. Josh from Josh Build Stuff. He's in the chat. Terry is back. Tina is here. What's happening? Snowlanya. Quick Take is here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. So unless you guys are opposed, we got to jump into sort of the obvious gigantic news from today. I mean, it's something that we must cover, and I'm curious everyone's thoughts. We have some age ranges in here, Shy, so I'm curious to hear if it matters to everybody. But it's kind of cool, I guess. No, because I've seen some mixed feedback, but the DeLorean is back. I'm relatively new to the scene, so I definitely wasn't around for what year was that, Shy?
I wasn't around for that either. The idea set.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that.
Well, we'll call it what, like 15, 13, whatever. It's super retired, and it's what, $150-$200, and I'm not doing
It's
it.
almost the same price as this right now.
Right.
And it's like a 8-wide Speed Champs kind of build, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, oh man, I gotta get that. Maybe I'll try to find it used. Started looking at it, I really didn't like it that much, to be honest. And then I think just about this. I'm like, okay, I'll just hang out for this. And here it is, guys. I mean, I don't know why it's showing a really cool color. Sorry, I'm just not Lego.
Yeah, it's got all the pictures on there.
Yeah, but this is
We'll get there. There we go. All box art fire. I'm just
first impressions, guys. Right when I think I'm sick of Shy, I don't know if you covered this, but right when I think I'm sick of the 18 plus stuff, they go and do something like this, which reinforces that it's fire. Dude. I still don't know if I want it on every set, but
dude,
this looks great. Shy, what was your reaction? Do you care about this? Do you like it? What's happening?
So I've been waiting for this for quite some time, since like the rumor hint, last year or some change. I was skeptic about it. I knew it was coming. Like I knew the rumor was actually real, but I didn't know it was going to drop today. I thought it was actually going to drop like next week. So this is amazing. Like all three. I didn't know you're going to do all three versions of them.
Yeah,
so
that's
that was a complete shock to me. I was just expecting this first, the part one. I'm good with that. I'm happy with it. If it could go, if the wheels can go sideways so it can fly, I'm cool with that too. But I was not expecting 3, which is the one I'm gonna do, because the third part 3 was my favorite. And then when I looked at the price, I was like, okay, this is day one for sure. $170 for this thing. I am all on board. I kind of wish that there was a minifig board size hoverboard, but it's all good.
Yeah,
I saw the hoverboard. Is it not? Oh, I see. It's just
it does, but it's not minifig size.
I missed this till like late in the day, and I didn't really stare at it, but I was like, sweet, they put it in there. And did you notice the Air Mags too, guys? That's so sick. Had the Air Mags.
It's so cool.
Those are the Air Mags on there.
I don't know why, like the McFly fig is like all like side leg printed up, but I don't know why Doc doesn't have the same love on the side of the legs there.
It's just Lego.
I mean, he's wearing a coat, so there's not really much he can be. What are you gonna put a little line on the?
It's a nitpick.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably not necessary, but
my only nitpick is because this always. I mean, yeah, day one, 1,000,000% physically, not just doing it, on
1,000,000%.
Probably to Topanga locally. I don't know if you're going to go day one. Where are you going to go, man? Maybe we should do like a little collabo pickup vid or something.
I'm down. I'll probably go to Topanga. Yeah, because I could drop off my kids across the street too.
It's a Friday morning, and Friday morning.
Friday. Well, we'll see. All
right, we'll see.
I'm down though. I'm down.
Before we go any further, we have our special guest. Hang on 1 second. Daddy's being loud on the show. Come say hi to everybody, Harlow.
Well, you didn't succeed in putting the kids to sleep.
I never do,
Busted.
Shy. I thought I did. All right, so we're gonna give her the cans. Here you go.
What's up,
Say
Harlow?
hi to all your friends. And then this is Shy. You haven't met him yet. Say hi.
Hi.
He kind of
How's it
lives
going?
by us. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
Cool.
is back. He was gone for a while.
How's it going?
Uh,
Tell him you want the new Little Mermaid
So you're
set.
on the spot.
you are amazing.
You want the mermaid set?
Ooh, the castle?
Yeah.
With the slides?
Wait, so who wants to set more, you or Daddy?
Me.
Okay.
Well, yeah, yeah, your dad likes slides a lot, so he might have some influence
No,
there.
it's a kid toy. A kid Lego.
Hey, now don't get us started on that. Legos for everybody.
Now, I heard that, by the way. And when she's done with it, you will see what happens with it. But,
Oh my god. It's a kid's toy, guys.
say goodnight,
Just a
everybody.
kid's toy.
Good night, night. Bye bye.
See you later, Harlow.
Night, night. Whoa.
Now, if they
Guys.
package that mermaid set
Okay. we're
with all
going over-
black,
Oh,
background.
right. Yeah.
All right. So Harlow with her weekly appearance, very nice. And
She was
no.
absent last week.
Whoa, she just played just played the Pornhub drop.
I
That's
wanna-
awesome.
I want to see this soundboard.
Was
you
that what
have
that was?
left.
It was
Yeah, it's
I
on
didn't
my
know that
board,
was
and I
exactly
just
it.
loaded a bunch of sounds. I thought that'd be funny to put on there.
See, you should just
What are
play that
you
out
at?
and see the
No, we
reaction
should do
of all
this
your
more
guests.
often. I have like Undertaker. I have like all kinds of stuff. I just loaded it up. It's the Rode Shy, the Rode
Okay.
caster thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't even use all the full capabilities. So guys, cover DeLorean. I'm gonna have to do some dad duties here. I'll be right back.
Well,
There
Dude.
he goes.
listen, I wasn't gonna say that was the exact sound bite. I thought it was maybe just close.
He went for it. There was no
Dude.
going back. for
Hey,
that.
I mean, it would be funny just to play every now and then. I mean, I don't know if you would like that on the channel, but it's just to see the reaction of people would be telling.
Oh yeah, make it a joke of things. So, anyways, Shy, I usually have. First of all, great to meet you. By the way,
Yeah,
we all like joined up like a couple minutes before this, or at least I was late. Anyways, so I usually have a few questions like for guests. I don't always get around to them. Like literally with Josh last week, we didn't even really look at half the notes. Like we were just talking about so many different things. So usually, if there's any time for me to stall, and never mind because we're back.
He's on
And he's muted. This happens sometimes when he pops back in. He's like,
Every
I'll give
single
Give it a
time.
moment.
yeah, I don't know
She,
if there's a.
She wanted to change the colors in her room. She's got a little LED thing too. So
okay.
she wanted to match Daddy's. So
Yeah, it's got to be cool like
she
us.
provides weekly commentary. Yeah, no, she's she gets like usually like polys and little stuff, but I'd say like quarterly there's a big set she wants, and she definitely wants that mermaid
Yeah, man.
set.
Pricey big friend set.
I know.
Dude, the treehouse though.
Yeah.
No, man.
Well, we got her the hotel,
Girthy.
which that was I don't mind it. I just know how it is. Those of us with little kids, man, she's gonna play with it for like 10 minutes. So I admittedly I do try to lean her towards stuff that I could maybe find value in later, because like a dusted up, beat up old friend set, I don't know. Like she's gonna be over it in a week, and it's like I don't want this either. So I try to steer her into at least a little something I might be interested in, because
You're the one that's gonna end up
on the
being-
bigger stuff. I mean, the $5 and $10, whatever, do your thing. It's disposable at that point. But when you're buying something decent, it's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, trust
Good
me.
luck with that one.
My 6-year-old stepdaughter has the Disney castle, and it's on a shelf, but it's within reach.
Yeah.
And anytime she has a bunch
She'll
of
go to
like,
college without that, so you're good.
well, anytime she has a bunch of friends over, I'm like, listen, everybody, these minifigures are very important. So,
Oh, you didn't pull the
know,
figs? You got to pull the figs, dude.
Probably
I mean,
should have pulled the figs, but it's all right because they were all intact still.
Oh, yeah.
Put some CMF replacements in there. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking. You're right.
See, this room is only locked one. The only time this room's ever locked is when other children are here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I trust my kids, but like when there are other
Josh.
kids here,
The dad talk
Locked.
too related.
Too relatable. Josh, you know what I'm saying. I try to steer her in. I don't know if that's scumbag or what, but I try to steer her into something that I might use later. If it's a heavy set like that. Like, but this mermaid thing, I don't see that folding into, other than my overall love for Disney. I don't really see that folding into anything I want, but like, it's cool as hell. I think it's a cool set. And I know she'll play with it more than a friend set because she's still running mermaid, like at least once a week, mermaid something. So she's still into it. So, all right. Out of kids world. Sorry, guys. Back into this.
Anyways, there's a DeLorean coming out, guys.
Everyone's like,
that's pretty cool.
Get me out of kid world. So I love it. The build is like, I'm more hyped for like the thought of it than the execution at this point. You guys know how I start off on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of whelmed by it. It's a little blocky on the side. I'm not shitting on it. I'm still buying it immediately, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like, what do you guys think of the build itself? It's everything you want to be. Like, I'm more impressed with the front and back than the sides, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know.
I mean, the DeLorean in itself isn't really a cutting edge looking car to begin with.
Right.
It's very straight, very like the curves is not really there. So for what you can do with it, with this price point, I'm satisfied. Like, if you wanted to make it a little bit more detailed by making maybe a scale up to make it 250, I'm not down. This is all around, for me at least, with the capabilities of what you can do with it.
Yeah,
it's a slam dunk.
Yeah,
but I can see what you're saying. But if you're gonna compare this to the first DeLorean that first came out, the little one, oh yeah, it's good. It's fine. I can deal with it.
And then I guess the other news is there's going to be a lot of stickers on this guy. So
on the interior for sure.
Quick Take saying he's hoping at a time is a print, not a sticker. It's probably
it looks like a stick.
Looks like a stick. I can get a little zoomy zoom, but I'm pretty sure I checked it earlier. And
zoom on the sticky sticks.
So is the grill. That's a stick. It doesn't look like it here, but I saw it somewhere else where it's.
I think there was a rear picture right there, right on the.
Wait, am I
6 photo? No, that's a sticker. That looks like a sticker.
It's a sticker because so it looks like some of the Lego YouTubers Shy are getting this in hand, but they're just doing like the box only thing. But a couple of Euro guys have already started doing like real reviews, and I saw there's definitely something. Actually, is it behind a plastic piece? I was
about to say, I think if that's not a
switch in between 1, 2, and 3, right? There's different tags.
If that is not a print, I feel like it's a sticker with a black outline, and maybe that's what helps it blend in.
No, I felt like I saw a plastic piece. I watched it in the background. I was doing something else today.
Hopefully it's
TBD on that, but the one reviewer said, like, get ready for stickers.
Well,
stickerific.
Stickers and hopefully a few prints. I mean, you even look at the $20 Speed Champ sets. Yeah, you got 20 stickers, but they're at least printing like certain things. So
on like the really tiny hard areas.
Yeah, so like hopefully maybe we get a little help on this, but
I mean we're all getting.
Are you a stickers guy? Do you not care? What's your view on stickers? I hate them. I mean, obviously, but they say it keeps costs down. But I just my argument is if you know it's going to be a fire set, like just whatever, charge me $10 more or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's not that fluid, but that's how I feel. Sticker guy, not sticker guy. Shy, you like them?
I mean, I'm indifferent. I can care less. I prefer print. If it costs another $25 to $30 more for print, I'm cool for it. Only problem is like if you need that piece and you don't care about the set anymore, you're stuck with a print. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
And it's like
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, in terms of like the stuff that's printed, I feel like a lot of it goes into like if Lego can use it again in some other set down the road again. Like for instance, like some of like the Harry Potter prints inside the spell books, like for a long time it was the same thing, but they made new prints basically because they know they were going to use it in multiple sets. And I feel like a lot of the times if they're only gonna like use that print once, that kind of dictates if they're gonna do it or not. And it's like if there was a Back to the Future line coming out or something like that, maybe they would print more, but especially on the interior, there's so many things, all the dates, like all the dates and things like that. I mean, still really cool. Like at least on the interior, I'm okay with stickers, but we'll see about everything else.
So I feel like I talked to somebody at Lego once, and they said one of the problems is, especially with the license stuff.
Yeah. Like
stickers just fall under a completely different category than print. and Shy's nodding his head, so you know more about this stuff, but they said like basically like the Jurassic Park gate, right? Like I just thought it was a friggin' crime that the centerpiece of that thing is a sticker. I just think it's bonkers. I don't care how tight your sticker work is. That is the central focus of that T-Rex Rampage set. And I'm just like, dude, like, you know, if you're gonna print something, print the logo on the gate, dude. You know, and that was the one I specifically asked about, and they just said like to make bricks and representations of things is different than actually slapping logos and whatnot on there. But then my argument is like, well, you do it for the 4+ sets. So
well, I mean,
that holds
it's
water.
True. That's
The-
true. I always
the
forget
4+
about that.
sets are they don't want children to be frustrated putting on stickers and not want to come back to playing with it. That's like the big
Yeah.
draw to not do stickers for the kids.
Yeah. Well, what about the 40-somethings that are big kids that don't? Anyway.
I mean, a lot of it has to come to like, you know, when this set's already not in design mode, but like in thought, there's already parameters for like piece count and price count. So, you know, the Lego designers are already up the wall with, you know, how much can we do? Like, okay, so if this set's supposed to be $170, so that means that like piece wise, this is only supposed to be like $20 or $30 worth of parts. Where else can we cut the cost to be able to do print? So, you know, all that kind of comes in tow. So
I get it.
The sticker thing, I get it, you know, but ultimately it's going to come down to habit of like the consumer. So if we continue to be like, hey, we want more print and we can justify why we'll spend more, then probably down the line you'll start seeing more prints for like little things like we're seeing with this, like you just said, we're seeing with the Speed Champions, like we're starting to see little prints that are not going to be used again. So, you know, it really just comes down to like, is it ends going to justify the means?
Yeah, and I've gotten better. I just had like a real rough experience because my first set was the Disney train, and that was like a sticker fest, and I botched so many. Like literally, I'm like, yeah, let me just step up to a crazy.
Shy, I don't know if you've
there.
I don't know if you built Diagon Alley. I know.
Yeah,
I don't think you. Yeah, dude. The sticker. There's like a full page of stickers for each build, pretty much, because there's just so many signs and things.
Yeah.
But hey, we're
all right.
So.
I don't want to bring everyone down.
Listen, Sean, you're still a noob.
Listen,
like,
I know I've gotten better. Listen, and you know what?
How do you put your stickers on?
The Speed Champion stuff. So I try to do the Jang like razor blade method or whatever, you know, X-Acto. It just doesn't work for me. So honestly, man, I have a really strong overhead light, you know, and I just try to line up best I can, and I don't commit to sticking down until it's time. I've used the brick separator. I've done everything. And by the way, my shit's tight now. I mean, it's pretty good. Like you'd be hard pressed unless you do a super zoomy zoom to see any flaw. So I've gotten better at it. It just slows me down so much because I'm a weirdo, man. I want my shit, especially when it comes to like a logo, man. That shit's got to be dead centered, you know, like. And so I'm starting to respect it a little more, but I'm always like, man, that'd be cool if it was just straightforward. Cause you know, you're already in there and building, and you know, it's frustrating that with Speed Champ, I don't know, it elongates the build, I guess. So that's cool. There's something to say about that. Cause Speed Champs would be like, what, 45 minutes, and the stickers bring it for me to like an hour plus. Cause I'm just psycho, got to get them straight. I don't know.
No, I get it. It's just part of the hobby at this point.
Yeah. I'm to the point where I'm like, I shouldn't even bitch about it anymore. It's reality.
Just take it as a challenge.
Yeah,
but I will. Josh says Technic McLaren had 3 pages of stickers. Is his new favorite set. Yeah, you're a glutton for punishment, and you're loving the F1. But dude, I'm not far behind. By the way, I took Josh's advice last week. I started watching the Netflix F1 stuff now.
Is it dope?
Yeah, it's really good.
Brent, get into it with me, Max.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, start with season 1. Fascinating stuff. I'd love to talk about it. It's really cool. I love the behind the scenes stuff. We'll see if I can still sit through an actual full race. Josh is like, yes. Max, we haven't gotten your thoughts. Now you're the young buck on this. Is there any relevance in Back to the Future? Are you semi-hyped? Have you seen them? Do you care? What's happening in your world here?
Okay, so I'm hyped because it looks cool. Number one. Number two, I watched a couple of the last. I guess the earliest one. Which one is that?
Just
That
Back
was-
to the Future. So there's 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
Yeah,
The
Back
third
to the
one.
Future. In the West, when they go back to the West.
Sorry. In your vocab, we'll call it Back to the Future Season 1.
But yes, that's the only one I've watched. But I know
Episode 1.
the history of the car, and I think it's about time they made like a bigger version other than the small, I guess, like
Yeah.
Speed Champs style build.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then stickers. What kills me are the 1x1 stickers, like little 1x1 tiles,
Mhm.
and like those ones. My fingers are too big, but that's the only thing I have.
You gotta use a tool, man. You gotta.
I use the brick separator, but even then, it's
Now, Shai, have you ever noticed that any topic that comes up, Brent has it within arm's reach? It's insane, dude.
I use one of these bad boys.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey.
do you have the corn
Notice that.
piece? He's like, yeah, it's right here. It's like, you
I'm
just have like the layout right in front of you.
Listen,
Awesome.
and I happen to know that Shy likes these minifigs.
Yes, I
That's
do.
fine. We'll talk about those later. It's all right.
Guilty. Yeah. All right.
I recently put a SpongeBob in my tuk, and I think it's hilarious. You know,
Most
fun.
underrated set of all time. That's my opinion. Tuck is flames. So yeah, any closing thoughts on DeLorean before we move on? We've put
I
in a
just wanna-
solid 30 on it. Jeez. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's cool. Round
I
the
think-
horn.
I want to see the one that's actually coming out in real life. The 2022 electric car
Right.
version of this.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is really hyping me up for the actual thing.
dude,
So
that really, that
Good-
is.
Yeah, usually it takes a
good
double
timing.
tie-in for these things that happen, right,
Yeah.
Shy? So it's
Yeah.
not just about Back to the Future.
uh-uh.
DeLorean's probably like, let's get this out to hype the what are those going to be? 100K plus, probably, those things.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
No, I'm just saying, because
probably do 150 on them for sure.
Teslas are, whatever, 50 to 70 on the affordable side of things. But
Well,
This
how
could
was
be-
DeLorean as a car when it came out in the 80s?
I was gonna say, I don't even know who owns it. Like what
so
DeLorean now?
is it?
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
someone
Is
owns
it? Is it?
Well, I grew up in the
JD
80s,
Is it
it was always just
JDM?
a-
Is it?
from what I hear, like it was
This is a car podcast now, guys.
yeah. It was like a specialized car, and I believe only the rich had them back then too. So it wouldn't be too far fetched for this to be unapproachable by most, I would imagine. And the run on these is going to be short. This isn't a family sedan type of vibe. So I expect it to be the 130, 150, somewhere in their range for hardcores and psychos and collectors. Like, because this isn't going to be like the Civic of EVs. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a very niche group.
And
Probably
Josh, right?
like-
Yeah, this wasn't a great car back then.
right. And that's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, truthfully, you take away those wings, like I don't know that people would have cared that much. And if it wasn't in this movie, they definitely wouldn't have cared that
Oh
much.
yeah, they're definitely like hyping up on that.
This car is coming back because of Back to the Future. Do not get it twisted.
No, it's great because all the people who grew up watching this movie can afford a car like that. Not everybody, but I mean, like,
So those- yeah.
probability.
It'd be cool if they made like a
I mean, without
feature.
kids, yes, we could probably.
It'd be cool if like they made a feature in the vehicle, like if you were going 77 for like I don't know, like 5 seconds, like the music plays or something. That'd be pretty cool. There's a little Easter egg.
Awesome. Let's see. There's KU back. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, we got some new
Up,
names in the
everybody?
chat. There's
Yeah,
20
that's-
people in the chat right now. What
What's
is?
up, Dak?
How's it going, everybody?
What's
There's
good,
some new.
everybody?
Yeah, I'll say there's some new names in here. So shout out to,
Shout out to Shy for
Brightest.
shouting us out on letting people
Yeah,
letting people know about the show. He knows the importance of that sort of thing, doing this sort of thing.
Adam's in here. What's up, Adam?
Yeah, a little bit of marketing. Cool. So let's jump into getting to know Shy a little bit better here. We'll
Oh, it was
Okay.
88. Josh just called me out in the chat. I was like, yeah, if you drive 77, it was 88, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I
just
didn't know
dumb.
what you were talking about when you said 77. I thought you were guessing the year of the car. Everybody
No,
knows.
no,
it's
I
88.
don't know.
It was
Now it's
it was
un-
88. I was just I was just a little off.
That sims into us old guys' brains, man. We know 88. That's awesome. So let's talk Shy. Oh, this Shy spotlight. There you go. Brightest Switch Bricks. Yeah, man. So do you want to? So we have the standard stuff, right? You want to just kind of tell us when you got into it? Did you do it as a kid, dark age, all that kind of stuff? Walk us through your Lego journey.
Okay. So yeah, I was into Lego as a kid, like most Lego fans, not all, but like most Lego fans, I had Lego as a kid. My first Lego set was the Black Knight's Castle. So I got that just as a hand-me-down from a friend of my mom's. So since then, I kind of got into Lego. Like my favorite Lego theme was Western, and that was really the top, like when I kind of stopped buying it. So like in '99, I stopped buying Lego. Well, middle school, high school, I got into other things, but I still had them out. Like my wife now was a friend of mine in high school, and she saw those Lego sets. Like I had a little town, all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't like ashamed by putting them away. Like I just didn't buy more. I just couldn't afford it. So like when I enlisted into the Marine Corps, I left the house. So like I put all my things in storage, like everything that I owned, like from birth till that point in my life, was just put in a storage unit. And then this was back in 2004, 2005. So there wasn't a automatic payment method back then. So I left my mom like 12 checks when I went to Iraq, and she missed one. So yeah, I ended up losing everything I owned like when I was a kid, and that included all my Lego. And yes, like in retrospect, it's no big deal because I got like some of that back now, and I have to paint arm and leg to get some of that back. But like, I wasn't really sad about losing the Lego. I was sad about losing like all my like baby pictures, like all my like yearbooks and stuff that I can't really get back.
Yeah, that's the stuff that hurts. Yeah,
yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt the most. I mean, I had like a $10,000 violin in there, and I didn't care that I lost that. Like, I really just wanted my photos. I ripped that storage unit company a new one. Like, I was like, oh my. I'm still mad right now. Actually, when I think about it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like,
I'm trying to keep you happy.
It's all good. So like, I didn't touch Lego like since like at all until my kid was born, and like most adults who have children, want to use that as an excuse to get back into it. So I picked up Assembly Square and Parisian Restaurant, and then
rest is history.
Snowball.
Now, one thing about Shy, which I haven't delved into that world, and I know you do it a lot, and Claire does it. It seems like a little bit. Your co-host, who's been a friend of the show as well on Cali Brick Click. Shout out to Claire. You guys have both gotten into like the non-Lego stuff, and you in a big way, it makes sense given your military background. And as someone put earlier, man, thank you for your service so much. You go kind of the dark side of things to get the specialized sets that Lego won't make. So talk us through that. I mean, so you got back in, you went modulars, and then how long did it just become they roped you in with that for whatever reason, and then you started saying, oh man, they're making such and such vehicle. Was it your personal tie? Were you always into like the military stuff, or was it more so because it was vehicles you've been in and been around? Like, what got you into that sort of
to be
alternate
honest,
themes?
Yeah. I didn't really. I knew Lego never made military, and I accepted that fact. So I don't know where I discovered like Brickmania or any of those companies just like them, but I typed in military Lego, and there wasn't really much but Brickmania. So I looked into them. I'm like, wow, these prices are ridiculous. So it wasn't until
this is for new price when you buy it from them, because for those of you that don't know, can you explain Brickmania? It's not knockoff Lego, right? They just kind of do
straight up Lego.
mocks.
Yeah,
they do mocks, right?
Yeah, they do mocks. You're paying like you're paying artist prices.
It's like rebrickable, but they sell you the whole package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we also got to remember, like, Lego in itself is already expensive. You buy sets, or you buy stuff on Bricklink, buy pieces on Bricklink, it's pricier than you would get in other places. So, like, you got to remember that these sets are made in the USA, so you're paying the overhead of being made in the USA, and then they have to make a profit somehow and be able to take care of their overhead. So obviously, it's going to be pricey. Like, so people think that you can buy a set like this. Yes, if you were to make it yourself and do it all yourself, yeah, it could probably cost you like $50-$60 just to accumulate the pieces on your own. But to be able to do it in mass and be able to provide it for other people, you have costs, man. And then you're not going to pay somebody. Yeah, so you're not going to pay your staff minimum wage. So, you have to be competitive in your payroll. So that's the reason why they're super expensive. And I'm all for that. I understand, and I'm down. And for me, what really took it over the edge was getting the Well, I mean, I got the. Everyone seen the movie Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. If
I
you haven't seen the
haven't.
movie Fury, okay. So it's
No, it's
Brad Pitt.
who was in it? Just remind me.
Brad Pitt. Right? Is it
Brad Pitt.
is it?
He's like
Yeah.
the
And
one of the main
what was the
characters.
plot? High level? I probably have.
It's pretty much a tank that pretty much just goes ham on everybody. That's
No, I
A
haven't seen it.
tank?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
it like
It's a
Maximum
easy
Overdrive?
Brad
it's an easy
Pitt?
Sherman tank in World War
Okay.
II.
Not like
Completely
Maximum Overdrive.
inaccurate as far as what would happen in real life, but it's a very gritty movie. But if you really like tankers, and if you're really into World War II history, it's not accurate. Like, don't try to find it. Like, tactics is not it's not there, but it's well done. Not a feel good movie. So either way, so Brickmania made that tank literally
And you're
to
like,
scale,
"Dude."
and I was like, that's it. I'm getting on board. I'm gonna buy that tank. It costs like $500 total. I
Oh,
got it.
wow.
And then I just got suckered in. And then when they made the CH-53E Super Stallion, which is there, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but
Yeah.
that helicopter picked me up to go home in Afghanistan. So like I have nostalgia to
Personal
that. And then,
connection. Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
a lot of their stuff is mainly nostalgia. Like the Humvees, like the art, like they made my unit, like they made an artillery piece based on my exact unit. They made me in Brickmania form. So I'm like,
You had no
they
choice.
got me. I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm not going
Yeah.
nowhere.
See,
So
my
alright.
dad would love
Yeah.
that, as he's
Mhm.
retired
That's really
Navy.
cool.
yeah,
Well,
exactly. You would.
I mean, because I knew you had the tie-in and you served. I didn't know that they actually made stuff that you would actually again experienced, been inside of, been around.
Mhm.
That's so awesome. Brent, question for Shy.
All right. So anyways, do you have, I know you like a lot of that custom stuff as we were just talking about, but you go into a Lego store, is there three themes that are your go-tos in terms of if you can just go into a Lego store tomorrow and they say you can have 3 of any sets, but it can only be 1 set from each theme? What are your go-tos? I know Speed Champs probably has to be one.
Now it would be.
Yeah, because of the new wave.
Yeah, the new. I mean, I've always been a fan of Speed Champs, but like now they're with the 8 wide, it's been killing it. So yeah, the Speed Champs will be one of them. The new modular series will be another. And
Oh,
then,
that's right.
yeah, and then Star Wars.
Okay.
There you go. Shy, we ask every guest this, what, for the last month, Max? Brent, what is going on with Speed Champs, man? Is it because that last wave
On the
was so-
rise.
No, have I been sleeping? Please, Shy, bring me up to speed. I'm still a rook. I've been in this thing for what, 3
Bring
years
me up
now.
to speed.
Bring me up
See
to
what you did
speed,
there.
so to speak. I like
Yo.
cars as much as the next guy, but I just feel like I've been sleeping this whole time. I'm now wide awake. Is there a big push going on from Lego, or is it just so fire that you can't help but take notice at this point? Like, what's happening?
Honestly, I think the big push was when they moved to 8 wide.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of like flack against it. I remember because I was working for Lego at the time. Like Lego really pushed it hard back then, and it got kind of mixed reviews, especially because people couldn't use it in their cities and all kind of stuff. But then
The
when
8 wide got mixed reviews.
yeah, the 8 wide
Okay.
at first, because like you can't drive in the city, like it's too wide. But now
Those
they have new
6s
roads,
look
so
like
you can.
trash, so I don't know what people were thinking. Oh, from a city perspective.
Yeah, from a city perspective. But when people started like really looking into them and playing with them, like, no, these are dope. So
Yeah.
what I'm really excited for with Speed Champions is them like using, because back like the earlier Speed Champions, they had like semi trucks we can put the cars into. They had like little racing things, so like little garages. They haven't done that yet. So
Well, people bitched about it, right? Like there a lot of feedback is we don't want the extra stuff. Put it all into the car. I mean, again, this is my light research. Is that
so what's the most expensive set now? Like $50-$60 for
Yeah.
a Speed Champion set. I am down
Retail?
for $100
Yeah.
Speed Champion set with a semi truck to put
Yeah.
Formula One cars in. Like it will be. I know, Josh, you would love that. So like.
Yeah.
Josh wants
I'm
the
looking for
extra?
those.
There he is on cue. The moment you said that, he made a
We
comment.
talked about it a little bit last week with Josh about how, like, when you're into Hot Wheels as a kid, they make the other stuff like for the cars to go in, whether it's like a truck to haul them around or whatever. And dude, it'd be so sick to have a garage with like a checkered tiled off floor and just a bunch of awesome details, some lifts and everything in there, and it would make
Stickers, just more stickers. Just
well,
slamming
yeah,
it.
but the stickers in a garage
I'm
setting
just
would be
messing with
fine.
you. Listen, I self-professed logo guy, right? And so ever since I started paying attention to this, Shy, it's just something weird about me. I'm just obsessed with all logos. I'm just fascinated by logos for some reason. I'm like, this is for me, man. This is dangerous because, like, I saw the back of that Porsche, the $150, whatever, not the white
The
one.
911?
It's
No,
the
not the
Ferrari, the Ferrari with all the stickers on it. That's out now. Creator, maybe 130.
The Technic set?
Is it the Technic one?
Oh,
The
boy.
Ferrari's the Technic set.
There's one that's just got like a rainbow of stickers all over it. It's out right now. I think Target has it, and it's around
Is it
120,
red?
130. Yes, it's
Yeah,
always
it's a
That's
Technic
Technic,
one, yeah.
okay. Anyway, it's just like so many recognizable brands. I'm like, oh, I'd like to, I'd like to botch all those stickers. So I'm already looking at that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, look, Bricks of the Dead. Shy got me buying
Sorry,
minifigs
bro.
from Brickmania, and it's addicting. No. See, that's my thing, Shy. So like, I'm a very OEM kind of guy, and I know you know that term.
Mm-hmm.
Being into bikes and such, but like, I feel like there's so much to get in the mainline Lego that I can't start going over to like.
But there's so much that Lego will never make.
I don't want to do it. I know. Because we had Rich Boy on, and we were talking about like, why the hell isn't there WWE stuff? You know, and he's like, oh, well, you can find some. You know, you
just gotta
Right.
pay
No,
arm and leg for it.
yeah, I know. So, that's awesome. Max, any questions for our bud Shy here?
Okay. So I think
Star Wars
Brian
tie-in,
broke this
maybe.
down.
Yeah.
What's your favorite set and your all-time least favorite set?
Well, my favorite set would be Fort Legoredo, so that's that one. And my all-time least favorite set doesn't matter to me because it's doesn't matter. It's an all-time
That's
least
true.
favorite set.
What was your number one set?
Fort Legoredo.
Is that from the Western
Like
series?
the
or-
OG?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, from Western.
yeah, those are all
So,
flames.
Western's my
And
favorite
there's
line.
nothing stopping them from putting that back out, right?
It's very controversial to do Western.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we're
got
not going
some-
to touch Western.
It's got some themes. Okay.
Mhm.
Cultural society.
Come on, man. Our West history is pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking. I was just
Yeah,
throwing
it's
it
not
out there.
gonna
I'm like,
look
what
like
is it about this one? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. What is I like knowing like so what's the one that like what's your most wanted set and you just haven't pulled trig yet? Like, are you waiting for the perfect deal? Are you the type of guy that has to have a fresh box when you want like a you'll
No,
take a used
I'll
boy?
take it.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine with it?
So Cafe Corner and Greengrocer, because I'm trying to get all the modules and I have all but Market Street. Cafe Corner, Greengrocer, we already know it's a harm and like you got to take out a mortgage to buy those
Most
sets.
normal people got to buy them used. Yeah.
Yeah. I
that's
bought
it
them
all.
used. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like I put them in the wash. It's all good. I don't care now. It collects dust. So if I can get the set as close to 99% as possible in a box that's old, I'm down for it. If it's, you know, if I really, really want, I buy like Brickmania sets. Like if I really want something, I'm gonna buy it.
That's true.
So yeah, if I could find the funds for it, I'm gonna do it. So there really isn't anything that right now, aside from like nostalgia pieces that I don't have in my collection anymore. Like I would really love the black Knight's castle. Like I would really want that castle back.
Yeah,
But
that's fun.
I mean, it's like $500 used, all complete.
Wow.
It's feasible, but like I'm not looking to go get it right now because two, I don't have any space.
So medieval seems to be okay, right? There's a new castle coming out. They're okay with the treatment of people in medieval times.
It's fantasy.
Right.
That's
yeah.
the thing. It's
You can't really
fantasy around
introduce
it.
like
Yeah.
the racist issues and stuff into fantasy. Right. Okay.
Western, it's like, okay, we know where you are. We know what's happening. It's not, can't really go around that.
So I had a question. So regards switching to the topic of Lego podcasts, Lego streams, whatever you want to call it. It's funny to me that this is called a Lego pod. Like Brent's always said podcast. I'm like, no, that's the thing. You listen to iTunes, but like, I guess in YouTube, it's acceptable to call it a pod as well. Regardless, old man stuff here. What inspired you to do that? Because I'll be honest, like I just reached out to Brent because I had a certain guys I followed, you included, but I guess I didn't connect the dots and knew you had a podcast before I reached out to Brent. I said it'd just be fun just to go on and just talk about Lego every week, you know, because I don't have anyone in real life to talk about other than my daughter about it. And so he's like, I'm super down. And that's when we built this little thing. And then I saw you guys were killing it. And so like, what got you into it? You just need a little bit more. You need something because you do some vlog stuff. Like what got you wanting to do the pod or your stream or whatever you want to call it?
It's a podcast. Yeah, it's not live. So it's a straight up podcast.
So we did the differentiator? I didn't know.
No. Well, we don't call it a stream because it's not live. It's
gotcha.
We just record it, and then we edit it down, and then we put it up. But for me to want to do one is just because I like podcasts. Like I'm that old now where I'd rather listen to podcasts than music, which is kind of sad and telling.
I've been there.
So if you want to listen to like a podcast while you're driving, I mean, it's kind of telling. But like, you know, I like talking Lego. Like, and for me though, I used to listen to other like podcast like things like Ryan's Bricks and Pieces. You know, I was on that one like a couple times. Brickatech's Missing Pieces, which he now just revamped. And there's a bunch of other ones that are out there that have like they're consistent. You know that they're going to be showing up, and they cover topics like outside of Lego to include Lego. So I wanted to take it in a way where I wanted to focus more on more deeper topics at first, and then it turned into like a Lego community type spiel where we just bring somebody in and try to find a topic that would go well with that person, and or you know all that kind of stuff. So we do it, you know, we record it because we don't want a distraction, if that makes sense. And then we want you to be as intimate as you can be, and then if something were to be said, we have the ability to be like cut.
Gotcha.
So cut that
makes sense.
Put it in there.
I have
fix stuff.
So shout out to Brick Hive for joining. What's up? Appreciate you. I believe it's his first time stopping by. Good to see you. Watch your stuff. Good stuff. Josh says, what up? And yeah, I mean, so for us, like I felt like with the stream and going live, I've always preferred it that way, just like in life. So I've always been like more of an improv guy or whatever you want to call it. Even in work and stuff, like I like to operate off of a few bullets versus, I'm not saying you guys script at all. I just kind of like the thoughts of like, no, I know it's not. You might have talking points or not. And sometimes what's so cool is I love how your intro just fades into like friends already talking about something else. And it took me a minute to get the vibe because I'm like, man, they're talking. Sometimes it goes into politics. Sometimes it goes into that. And I like that because you can get talking Lego maybe other places, and that's what keeps your stuff so original. And I think for us, like we do a little bit of both, right? We have like the meat, potatoes, and the bones of it. But Josh, and he might not know this, but like we had a full show and a slate of topics laid out for him. We might have hit 25% just because we had such a rad time, right? You know, and I was fine with it, and it seems that people like it, and our guests seem happy that they don't have to be pigeonholed into talking about one particular thing. You know what I mean? And you get to know these people that you're either friends with or fans of. Now that I'm meeting all you guys, it's cool how kind of similar we all are about stuff. I don't know, Brent, your thoughts on the whole format thing?
Like I could, so it's we've always kind of described it as like we have a format, but we kind of don't at the same time. Like it's not like we stick to our guns and we have to. So for example, like we try to, you know, like mention to like and subscribe at the beginning of the episode, and like we're doing a giveaway right now, and like, but we didn't
never mention it.
Didn't mention either of those things because it's just, I don't know, like
and subscribe at the 50-minute mark. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's too late, Sean. It's dead.
We suck at that. Yeah.
If you want to win,
tried earlier.
Listen, if you want to win a $50 Shake Shack gift card, the video's on our channel. Anyways, it's too late.
Shake Shack.
It's too late. Speaking of Shake Shack, I was just gonna say,
if you're a fan, I got the hookup, if you know what I mean. So
really, okay, yes.
My wife runs LA. Keep it low key.
We're gonna talk after this. Hey,
make April 1st happen. Lunch on me, bud. There's one across from you know where. All right, I think it'd be fun. We should do it.
We go.
All right, deal. Deal. Okay.
Use
See,
the
I make
weapons
deals
to your
on.
advantage.
See. This is the type of stuff that should be handled in DMs, but see, we do it live, man. We're raw.
Whatever.
It's
You
whatever.
know where you're gonna find me on April
They could be
1st.
jealous.
I know where the rainbow ends. All right. Max, any more questions for Shy on kind of the origin and the Lego YouTube stuff? I mean, oh, by the way, sorry, Max, before we get to that. Sorry to
When
cut
did you first touch a brick ever? When did you first put plastic to plastic?
Because I don't want to forget, Max. Shy, I've just realized I talked to you about this stuff in DM mode. We brought it up to Josh last week. You were part of the now sort of epic for our little fun community Lego Avengers scene that went down in Orlando, dude. Like,
It's like the
you don't need
God
to
Squad.
spend a bunch of time, whatever you're comfortable with. Can you walk me through the whole? How far in advance did you know? Was it what you expected? Was it better than what you expected? Like, give me a little BTS on that. Like, how'd it go?
Okay.
Those were the kids.
It's gonna be the same exact story as Josh because we decided to go exactly the same time.
Same tough. All right.
Like
all right.
we knew this was happening, but it was Claire's birthday. It was just supposed to be Claire Sands and then meet up. I'm sure the meet up with Ryan. Everybody else kind of like Emma, the Sauruses moved their time to switch over, and then that's when Claire was like, "Hey, Holly's also in town. All these people are gonna be in town." We were talking like Josh and I were in like conversation with Claire and Sands, and she was like, "You guys should come too." And then I looked at Josh. I'm like, "Yo, look, I don't want to be like a third wheel here, and I'm not gonna go unless you go." Nice. So he asked his wife. I asked my wife. They both said cool. So we bought tickets and we flew over. It was all
you guys zip right over that. Let's rewind a little bit because I got. Yeah. Was it really that easy for both of you? And what's that like? I mean, love my wife, but if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go hang with
I can't speak for Josh and the conversation I had with my I don't
have to get too personal, but I'm like, was it really that smooth? I mean,
well,
maybe you don't do this very often, and
you know that's
I just feel like I'd have to really lay out a fucking battle plan to be like, all right, so grandma's got him on Tuesday. Now Monday we're gonna be filming a vlog down there. It's very important now. So I'm gonna carry the two. All right.
One of the other big things I do in my life is the motorcycle club.
Josh, more blunt. There you go.
My wife was happy to get me out. No, my wife was not happy to get me out of the house. That's for sure.
It's got to be harder without, I don't have mom here tonight. It was a challenging night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's hard. So I already knew it was going to be hard, but the other big thing I do in my life is my motorcycle club. I run it. There's because of that, I'm always on the bike. I'm always away. But since this whole Lego YouTube thing has been happening, I've really vamped down on that. So I don't know if it's subconscious. I don't know if she wants me to veer this way more than the motorcycle world because it's a lot dangerous than this.
Right.
She was all for it, and she knew this was going to be fun. You know what I mean? Like she knows I'm friends with all these people, and I'm like, hey, they're all together. So she's like, yeah, I want you to go. Just go have fun. Just don't spend over this much money. I'm like, I can do that.
Got it. So I was just taking dad husband notes here. So if I get this straight, basically I need to threaten to ride a super dangerous vehicle. I should start up something that she wants to discourage me from, and then say, you'd much rather me fly to Orlando on a
Well, I never said that. I didn't give her an ultimatum.
I was just like, this week.
I think that's where she's going. This is me just projecting what I'm starting to see that now that I'm thinking about it. But she's always supporting me with anything I've done with my life. So that whether that be in the military, whether that be a motorcycle club, whether school, all that kind of stuff, job choices, this. So, I just laid it out like this is happening. Can I go? You're gonna be cool with it? Wow. She's like, I'm not happy that you have to leave me here by myself, but if that's what you want to do, make it happen. I'm like, cool, done. I'm also a good husband, so
See, if my fiance said that, I'd be like, Is this a trick? Are you trying to like reverse psychology me right now?
By the way, this is not a shot at my wife whatsoever. I feel like if I told her it was real, I'd have to go like, this is really important. Like she would do it, obviously, but I'm like, you know how many passes we get, Shy? That's what I'm saying. Like, would I burn one on that? I guess is what I'm saying. And Brent's laughing too. Max, once you get wifey'd up, Max, you'll understand a little more. Yeah. You seem like you're
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I mean,
pretty
we
serious
both,
on
we
the
both
road.
have
But
that too, though. I let her do her own thing too. Like if she wants to go out with the girls, like, hey, go for it.
see, Josh is indebted. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's
yeah,
always a
we hear
little
a
bit
lot
of
of
yin and yang. All right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry, Brent, or Max, I cut you off from that. Go ahead and ask your question. I just had to hear about
I
the
don't have a question. That's the thing. We're all good. We're all good there.
We're all good. You having
Listen,
a good time over there?
he's just enjoying, his life before it gets into like there's like tears to
He's
adulting.
hearing
I feel
cautionary
like.
tales. Shy. He's like, shit, I gotta ask before I go somewhere. This is wild.
Yeah, you do. I actually
do.
had that.
Just
And
go
that's
right
even
now.
for kids. You
Permission,
gotta do
dude.
that.
He
You gotta
hears
ask
about
for
like
kids, and then when you have kids, it's like
right.
next level
Can't do anything.
requesting.
No.
Yeah.
He
No,
hears
but,
about
you
like
know.
about like how excited we get, and we're like, oh, we need something from the grocery store. Yeah, let me go. I'll be right back.
You don't burn a pass unless necessary. And we're talking for
Yeah.
simple stuff, dude.
Mhm.
Brent, you must have some questions about the Lego Avengers thing. I mean, I just thought it was fun. I'm not trying to like geek out here.
No, it was cool. Like I didn't expect it to
follow,
go
by the
that
way.
way.
I don't do it for trend reasons or
Yeah.
for hype or whatever. I just happen to follow most of, if not all of you separately. And I knew you kind of knew each other, and I've seen the crossover stuff, but like that was pretty cool to see. Brent, what did you think about that? It was
Oh yeah. Well, so like I've seen it. It's funny because the most recent, it's almost like, there's a movie that comes out and there's like the Snyder cut and there's this cut.
You're seeing them all.
And
I
so
want the Snyder cut. That's awesome. Yeah.
no, it's kind of cool just to see like M&R's vlog and Shy's vlog and Josh's vlog and like just literally, and then you hear Just Too Good talk about it and Holly talk about it, and there was even at one point in Shy's vlog where he's like, I'm vlogging a vlog.
I'm
Who's vlogging next to a vlog. Like exactly. So and then also like, but each vlog showed, different things, and it was just kind of crazy to see like, everybody like in the lab with each other, just like editing their videos and stuff and hanging out and, building sets and just that camaraderie. And, a lot of people kind of see that in the video game world as well. You have all these people that play video games online with each other for years. It's kind of similar to like the YouTube space, like
the LCU.
You hear their voices and like you've spent hours talking to them, and then you meet. It's me and Max and Sean have talked about going to like either Brick Fair, Virginia, or Chicago.
Come to Chicago.
See, it's
Come to Chicago.
It's like a freaking tug of war.
Chicago right now.
Okay, before we move on, okay, give me the
Here we
rundown.
go.
It's like a tug of war.
Max has a statement. Shh, everybody settle.
Okay, give me the rundown. Which is better? I know Virginia is like the OG like spot, but then Chicago's
So
like,
I'll tell it like this: you can go to any convention. It doesn't matter.
I want to buy
it's different. It's different if you go by yourself or if you go with your friends. That's any convention. So if I were to put both Virginia and Chicago are really good as far as what you're going to see in the convention world. But let's say Virginia is the best. Let's just Virginia's the better one. But all your friends go to the one in Chicago. Virginia's not going to be fun for you.
yeah.
So everyone I know, especially because it hasn't happened in like 3 years for Chicago, is trying to make it out to
real.
Yeah. So even if I kind of mentioned this a couple of times in other places, but like this is like our maybe second time meeting each other, right? Because individually we've all spoken via DM or in the chat or whatever. That's our first time meeting each other. The second time meeting each other is on screen. The third time meeting each other will be in person. And that feeling is very like surreal. Like, oh my God, like we've technically known each other. Like I've known Ryan for like years. I've known Justin for like years.
Oh, was that your first IRL with either one of them?
Yeah, I've never. Oh, there's no reason for me to go to Florida. And
well, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. So I've never met them in person, but we've been friends for like 3 years, and I've never seen them. So the interaction that you saw in the vlogs was genuine.
Genuine as shit.
That hug was like a real hug. Like so. Sorry, Josh.
No, I was just about to say that was hilarious because Josh was like, Josh standing there like, oh, okay, I guess that our embrace wasn't as important. Like,
yeah. So that same feeling though. So for you three, you've been doing this every week for quite some time. You've built this camaraderie with each other. So just imagine the first time you get to meet. Like it's gonna be really, really cool. So same
magical
amongst amongst other YouTubers that you've seen, other content creators that you've seen. It's just cool to be in a space where, one, you guys all love Lego, and then two, you guys all make stuff. That's like the big thing. Like we all make videos. We all love Lego. It's like a double whammy in one spot. So,
Right.
But by the way, I'm in sales for a profession, pretty high level, high intensity. That was the greatest pitch I've ever heard.
You love that, right?
Of all
I'm a
time.
salesman too, but
You are, dude. You're a hell of a salesman. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
So I've thought about all the above, man. Like, you know, for me, honestly, because I travel a lot for work, for sales and whatnot. Like I call on like big retailer. I've been fortunate enough to travel a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The Virginia thing seemed interested because it seemed to me until I started hearing the hype on, Chicago, that was like the Super Bowl.
It still is.
For Virginia, it just seems like the Super Bowl. And so I always like to go to the Super Bowl or the WrestleMania or the main thing. I want to go right to the top. First show. You know, I told you about my lackluster experience here in LA. So I'm like, I want to go to the main thing. And so I was like, my heart was set on that. But, you know,
in Chicago,
part of me, it doesn't matter. No, I know that now that we have all these new friends from doing the show, everyone's saying do Chicago. And for me, like, I don't care. First time I see Brent and Max, it's big hug time anyway, regardless of where we are. And I think we'd have a good time. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of where I'm at. So and then selfishly, like, and it's far down the list, but it's still a little important. I have never been to a place, gotta remember, I'm new to this, besides eBay, Bricklink, all that, where I've seen vintage set, not mocks. I'm not a mock guy. I'm sorry. I might break your heart, but I want to see like a full buffet of retired shit all in my face. I've never even been to a Bricks and Minifigs, dude. I have never. I know. You told me where a few are. By the way, I'm doing the Anaheim vibe very soon, hitting Legoland next week. I don't know if you heard. It's my debut there. It's going to be very exciting. Taking the kids.
It's going to be very underwhelming for you. I'm sorry.
I know, but my kids will have fun in the hotels.
There you go. You can enjoy that.
All right. And the big shop, we'll do that. I got a little tied me over.
Yeah.
My point is, I haven't done like the full, like,
fandom.
In person, like, what do they call it? The yard sale or whatever in Virginia?
Yeah, the yard sale.
Yeah,
they do that.
Dude, and I'm a weirdo. Even if I don't buy a bunch of shit from there, I just want to see it and be like, man, that's so cool. I could get this stormtrooper from this if I wanted to, or this, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'll have an agenda, by the way. But
I get it cheaper too. Like you can skip the shipping cost. People will sell it a little bit cheaper too if you go there.
You also got to carry it back on the flight though.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah,
Southwest 2 bags.
Well, I'm bringing 2
6 hours from
Don't worry, Chad. I got status from all that business
go.
travel. Yeah, I'm bringing an extra bag. I'm no fool, but I want the whole thing. It's like it's like a triple crown. It's like meeting my buds that I know so well now, and then my new friends, and then I want to have a good Lego convention experience. Honestly, doesn't matter. I've been a million times. I have family there. It's cool. And I'll be getting down on some pizza. There's no doubt, but mainly it's for all the other shit. Yeah.
So are we deciding this live on air? Where it's Chicago over Virginia?
Did I just sell it to?
Do you want to upset?
Listen, there's one thing, because like, all right, so if we were
there is a bean in Chicago. So.
There's a bean, but is there a mini putt course close to the convention? Because that's what I was excited for about Virginia. I was like, there's mini putt close. I can beat Max and Sean at mini putt at the same time.
Look, the reality is Brent wants to meet M&R real bad.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that, dude? You don't have to tell everybody about my crush.
I'm messing with you. No, he's like, look at that. You want that auto.
He's got the auto.
What's the retail on that, Shy? It's like 30, right? So
I know he signed so many, it's not worth it.
He'll let you have it for 35, dude.
Sentimental value. That's what it is.
No, I'm not trying to put you on blast. No, I thought it was cool because Brent's like me. He thought it was cool because Virginia seems more low key, and it maybe made it feel like maybe people are more accessible. Like, I know we both got a kick out of the fact that he just went and played some hoops with people after.
Dude,
like, that's cool.
That's what I'm saying. I would be looking forward more to playing basketball either with on the same team or against Ryan rather than getting him to sign my 501st.
Josh is Vince McMahon right now. By the way, we got to expand this arm wrestling thing, just to be clear. Actually, I'm sorry.
Arm wrestle Sands.
Josh, I'm actually the Vince. I've ran a wrestling company before. We need to have, it's a long story. Shy, I'll tell you all about it. It was awesome. but we should have some sort of tournament or something. If everyone's in the same place, we got to do some sort of event, some competition. That'd be
I
awesome.
think it's become a thing for some reason. I think because like Sans has lost in so many videos.
Sans
Josh has
is
lost.
going into training camp now to beat Shy.
I'm like, oh, I'm
Where is
just
Sans?
smart.
Can we get Sans in here? He needs to defend himself. Hey, all right, going back to that real quick. I know we said we dropped it. Talk to me about the arm wrestle. Josh, we didn't get into it too much. So
Arm
this,
wrestling.
let me ask you another question. Were there any beverages there, like off camera? Can we get a little raw here? Was it really just sodas and jalapeno poppers or whatever? Was
We
there
had
any?
Ryan there, so it was mainly Coca-Cola. That's his
Dude,
thing.
Ryan like
Is
might as
there a
well
beer
work for
cracked in this
Coca-Cola.
thing?
He
Was there a-
worships Coke.
That's his thing.
I know.
That fridge was filled with Coca-Cola.
Dude, he's
Were there
stocking.
other
Don't just say
other
Coke.
beverages?
Coca-Cola.
Yes, there were other beverages. Did we partake heavily into them? Not necessarily. There a lot of them they
Got
just don't drink as heavy. But you know, like we all know each other's demographic. We all know each other what they want to perceive themselves online. So we're very respectful about that. So like putting that on film, it's very, you know, like I have no problem me drink. I put a lot of my vlogs. I don't care. I'll film myself. But for one of the others, I wouldn't do the same thing. So when they're
Right.
holding a beverage, I would ask them to either put it down or I just
Got
want to film at that 1 point perspective. So I am like when I did my vlog,
Sans.
I was just like keying like, okay, that's fine. Or cut. So like, you know, stuff like that. I mean, there was stuff, but it wasn't crazy. It's not like a party. Like it was more for each other mainly. A lot of
Got it.
Chick-fil-A, a lot of Coca-Cola.
Got it.
Mainly yeah.
Good times. Just curious if there was any, you know,
Shout out to Sans. He did pop up in the chat.
leave me alone.
The
All right,
thing is,
so how
like,
did
you
the-
hear him saying
The
that
reason I
in
asked about
voice.
the reason I asked about drinking, Shy, there was a reason behind it. I promise you. Those arm wrestling things tend to break out. You're a biker guy, you know. The testosterone's going, beverages are flowing and whatnot. And people are like, let's have an arm wrestling. I'm characterizing bikers from the South, apparently. But let's have us a good old fashioned arm wrestling. Okay. Sorry, I grew up
I've been a biker for like 15 years. I've been in
Have
the
you-
club for 10. I've never been.
You've never walked into over the top. I'm from Florida and I'm not a biker, and I see that every bar I go to. Okay. So
I
how
get it
does
though.
this-
I get it.
So how does on the flip side, which is more interesting than redneck guy saying, "Come on, man, I'm gonna tug your arm off." How does an arm wrestling event break out at a Lego gathering with Coke and Chick-fil-A? Coca-Cola. to be clear.
Coca-Cola, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, be careful with your words there. Jesus.
How does that
Should I get
break
us
out? And
canceled?
Josh, if you have your perspective, I'd love to hear it. Sans you as well. How do you get? Was it? I know it wasn't you guys going like, this will make great content. Somebody must have said like, let's just see what's up.
Well, that was all Sans. So I don't know how it started. I just looked over and Sans and Josh were about to arm wrestle. I, in fact, did not want to arm wrestle. Sans called me out. So I'm like, fine.
Oh.
So it was
Was
an
there,
impromptu
was there a
thing.
conversation about strength before this? Like, I need
I
the
don't know.
build. Okay.
I really
You're
don't.
sitting
Because
there.
All
All right.
a lot of the vlogging was all improv. There was really no. I think all the stuff that we actually did decide to want
Josh
to make
says
a
he
video out
starts
of.
it. You started it.
Yeah. Oh, you initiated it. There you go.
Okay.
But with me, it was Sans. Like Sans called me out, and then Sans tried to do with Ryan, and that didn't happen. But like a lot of the stuff you saw on the vlogs, like a lot of that was.
Was it
improv. Like,
WWE or
not-
was it all a
not
shoot?
very-
Was it all real? Like I saw you kind of paused. You could have done a quick slam if you wanted to. Yeah.
I could have, but
Whoa.
I'm smart. I know Sans. Like I have experience under my belt. I'm just older. So I know Sans right now, if we go head to head, he'd probably beat me in strength. He's younger, he's more fit than I am right now. Like, but I know out of experience, let me get him tired. I already know he's tired from Josh. So let him tire him out,
There you
psych him out a
go.
little bit.
You did a
push
leverage
down.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let,
Plus, you
let,
have
let,
OMS, the old man
Yeah.
strength, which you know.
so
it's
then
a
I'm just
clutch
gonna let him go
game.
down a little bit. Whether he let me win or not, hey, whatever you see on here, that's on him. So
That's awesome.
that's all it is. So you know, it was all impromptu stuff. Nothing was decided. Like we did try to make a few things, but whether you see those in in the future, that's not to be certain.
He did mention
Josh is just coming with the fire. Josh, Sans is so strong. You should see him in a hot tub.
He didn't
Yeah.
mention his elbow hurting, and then that's kind of when you were like, okay, he's wearing down now. I got him.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even twist your cap backwards. You know, I mean, you can do that for extra power.
No, cap forward.
Boom.
Nah.
But no, I don't even have it on. No,
Us
that
old
was
guys know the power of Lincoln Hawks
You
when he
should see
turns
him in a
around.
hot tub. Oh my God,
bring
Josh.
his elbow down and squeeze really hard. Let him think. Yeah, no, I was just.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was it. It was fun.
That's
It was a
awesome.
good time. Definitely.
Brick high flexing is important.
Brent, so kind of maybe jumping back into topic, you're pretty pumped about, and Shy mentioned it, so it's relevant, right?
Yeah.
Trash compactor should be revealed next week. I'll tell you guys for one, we don't have images yet, but I think I first heard it was 79 or something crazy, and then I heard it was like 59. I'm like, okay, that's better. I feel like the meditation chamber at 70 really hurt that. You know, at 69, I think it is, right? I feel like 59 is
because
sweeter.
Well, because it might as well have size, because we've seen this before within the Death Star. So it's like, if we get a trash compactor and it's small, it's like, well, you might as well just have cut this out of the Death Star. I think with a lot of these, they're being called like the quote sets. Like the new Jurassic Park set coming out is technically kind of falls into that category, like that 18 plus. You know, have that nice printed piece with the famous movie quote on there. We're definitely getting the Dagobah training, or Luke's training on Dagobah, or something along those lines. It's going to be basically a premium version of the Yoda's hut. You got that black tiled off border and everything, so it's going to be like one of those. I believe we're getting the trench run as well. So I'm on board for it. I mean, I like the helmet sets. We've definitely had some guests on that like the helmet sets, some guests on that hate the helmet sets. So Shy, I don't really know where you stand on like basically sets that are made to display, but I'm on board for these. I like them, especially the Dagobah set. Like, that's a day one buy for sure, but I'll get all of them
out down there. Yeah. Shy, are these all cops for you, or are you picky choosy, or are you
I
a
don't know.
completionist with Star Wars?
Now I'm gonna be picky. Like I'm not a completionist anymore. Like, I'm out of space. Like, I've been trying to sell stuff, get rid of stuff, break stuff down, put stuff in the parts collection. So if there's no functionality to it, I really do think hard if I'm gonna buy it or not. So
Right.
In terms of like Star Wars, or just kind of overall?
Anything overall, yeah. Primarily the stuff you have. I have displayed a lot of the Brickmania stuff because they are pretty pricey. I've been breaking those down, putting them in boxes, and using them as like stacks behind the mountains inside the city, just because I'm out of room. So I'm trying to be, a little bit more cautious of things that I want to buy, because I'm already at max capacity at this point in this room.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say your modulars and your Brickmania stuff is pretty much your off limits stuff, or are you starting to break down some of the? I mean, you're not going to break down any of your modulars, right? So would you?
No, the
break
modulars,
down a
the city's
Brickmania?
stuck. Yeah, the city's stuck. It's only going to get more built up. As far as the Brickmania and Brick Veteran stuff, those eventually, some of them go back into boxes, and that's the only boxes that I keep.
But not in the parts bins. You'll keep them.
No. So the kids don't really play with them. Not because I tell them not to. I think it's not attractive to them. Like, it doesn't look like it's a play toy. It looks like a model, so they're not really interested. They'll go in the city and go to town. So like, that will get destroyed. But as far as like the other stuff, it's just too intimidating for them to be playing with right now. So don't mess with it.
Gotcha. Max, we were just covering and welcome back, man. We missed you.
Sorry, nature called.
We were just covering the trash compactor. We're going to be seeing hopefully images next week. Originally, I feel like our bud Brick fan was, or Falcon fan, sorry, was, yeah. Which, by the way, Shy, we're trying to get him on. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if he'll do a face reveal or not, but we're trying to get him on. That'd be fun. I want to hear about this world of rumors. And anyway, leaks and everything. So shout out. I know he watches a little bit. Anyways, it was supposedly 79, but now we're hearing it's more like 59. I feel a lot better about that, because like, what can you possibly do at 79 with that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely gonna be a buy. I don't know if it's gonna be a first day buy, but I'm really into like the display ability in these like new Star Wars sets, especially too with the new Jurassic gate or breakout, whatever.
I mentioned that one.
That set. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if it has display ability and some cool minifigs, I'm bought in. It's like, it has the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So That's my view on that.
Shy, I don't know if you're a Jurassic guy at all. There's so much going around, but I think that new Target exclusive. Oh, here we go. He's gonna reach for something.
Looking
But
for
I
some
just think
fire.
that new Target exclusive could be early runner for set of the year. I think it's so fire.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a bold claim. Set of the year.
So these are all the Jurassic Park or Jurassic dinosaurs that my son just took all apart for some reason. So
Nice.
we buy
Remember, you
every
get a few exits
single
for me,
Jurassic
Brent. I can still get there and get those things. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, we buy every single Jurassic Park set upon release. Well, not upon release, but eventually, like after they're released.
New wave looks
So-
fire, right?
Yeah, the new ones that are coming out, I'm super excited for. My son really is ridiculously obsessed with dinosaurs, especially Jurassic Park. And like, he's only 4. He knows every single nomenclature of every dinosaur known to man. He tries to school me on stuff, and I'm like, "You're 4 years old. I don't know where you learned how to say that word."
Oh, he goes deep. Like
He goes deep. Usually,
just
dinosaurs are an
T-Rex. He'll give
obsession
you
for
the weird.
certain phases. This isn't a
Yeah.
phase. This is his thing. So I showed him the new Jurassic World trailer. He is dying to see that. I showed him the Lego sets. I'm like, you want these sets? You need to go to sleep now. He listens. So I'm using them to my advantage. So we're getting every single Jurassic Park set
Nice.
close to day one upon release.
And he's 4, right?
He's 4. But
Have you
dinosaurs and
taken him to the ride yet at Universal?
I haven't taken him to Universal at all yet. I want him to be able to ride that ride. I don't know if he's pretty tall. Like, I'm short. Like, I'm 5'9". I'm the
6'4".
run.
My daughter's Andre the Giant already at 4,
Yeah.
so she can get on there. So
Yeah, well, the thing is though, I'm just the runt in my family because like my dad's like 5'11". Oh no, my dad's like almost 6 feet, and then my grandfather is like 6'2". All the uncles are like over 6 something. My mom is short, so I kind of like met in the middle. So all the
Right.
men in my wife's family, all the men in my family are tall. He's like in the 98th percentiles as far as height, so he's tall enough. I think he can get on there, but Universal is not really a place I want to take both my kids yet.
yeah, right.
Kind of
Yeah,
older.
I'm struggling with it because I found out even with her being a mega Jurassic fan, which by the way, the Camp Cretaceous is what really got her. into it.
Yes, Camp
Dude.
Cretaceous is so good.
It's fire, dude.
It's
And,
so good.
and it's so fire. And I was like, yeah, I'll take her on that. And then she knows Despicable Me and then the Pets thing. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to drop whatever it is for a family of 4, as you know, for her to ride 3 things. So I'm
I
just
mean,
kind
it's
of
cheaper than Disney though, right?
yeah. I mean, but I
Yeah,
already have.
Or-
I'm already an annual pass holder there,
yeah, I
so
know, yeah,
I don't know if I don't know if I want to like slum it.
Slight,
you know?
slight
Oh,
flex.
But
Slight
the thing
flex.
is, like,
Just the
Universal,
Thursday
you go
afternoon.
once and you're fine.
Yeah,
It's
just go
like-
once, take them there, call them a day. Yeah, go on a hot
No,
day.
but for us, like
Go
we
away.
just do the whatever. We have the mid-range pass, and so it's fairly economical if you break it out that way. And then
Yeah.
with travel, I have hotel points, so we'll shoot down for a weekend, and I don't feel it as badly if that makes sense. But with
No, that's so yeah.
Universal, it's like
Yeah. So maybe when they're a little older, we'll take them there, but not
Yeah.
right now.
yeah, I definitely want to. And by the way, fun fact: I've never been to Universal Hollywood. I grew up in Orlando, and I know this one's way inferior, so there was never a rush like as an adult to go.
Are you a
Now
Walking
she's
Dead
like-
fan?
As much as the next guy, I feel like after the 3rd season, it was like,
Oh yeah,
let me
yeah.
get-
But you appreciate
here's my
for what it is.
evaluation of Walking Dead. Let's go to a new place. Oh, they're jerks too. They're going to be more dangerous than the actual zombies. Let's go to another place. And I eventually gave up somewhere
Yeah,
around
I think a
Needham
lot
or
of us
whatever his
went
name
to
is with the bat. I gave up after that because I feel like it peaked with that guy.
Go to Universal when they do the Walking Dead thing. When you get to run around backstage and zombies chase you. That's like,
All right.
do that.
See, I
But
haven't
still,
been
not
since
for
they
a
had
4-year-old.
that.
Yeah, still not for a 4-year-old. I can't
Not
see
See,
for
it.
a
there's things around Southern Ohio where they do that, except it's literally just dudes running around with chainsaws without the chains, like freaking you out, and it's in some old condemned
Oh, like the haunted
house.
farms or whatever. Like
Dude,
the-
yeah,
Was
we
it
have.
the Six Flags? They do that?
No,
They-
I'm talking about. This is not even at theme parks. This
No,
is
this
like
is like his neighbor. does
this
this.
is in. No, not even. This is like I live in a small town. This is like out in the sticks, like literally
Boonies.
in like some condemned old broken down house on a farm, and it's like haunted hay rides and stuff. It's honestly
That's what I meant. Yeah, like
yeah,
haunted
it's
fucking
honestly
farms.
it's pretty spooky. I mean, if when you're in the dark and like you can't hear, like you can't really tell like what's coming from where, and some freaking giant dude pops out of nowhere with like a chainsaw. Like it's fun for sure, but
I'm not down for that.
it's still pretty. Yeah, no, even though I've done it a few times, I'm still like
Dude, I
always
like-
hesitant. Like I'm like, I'm
I
never
love
ready. for
horror
this.
stuff, and growing up in Orlando, like the horror nights was super cool, or whatever, super like just available. And so I went like thinking like, oh, I can handle whatever. I've been watching Freddy since I'm like 5. Dude, I went, I scanned my ticket, walked through the gate, like 10 feet into the gate, right? This guy comes up to me, one of the other guests. He's like, excuse me, sir, what time is it? And I'm like, oh, it's 10. And he starts his chainsaw.
Oh my god!
He wasn't a guest. He wasn't a guest. And I was like, oh, it's going to be that kind of vibe. Because I've been, we've all done haunted houses where you walk in, you go, everything in here is fake. This guy's going to jump out. The fact that they have dudes like kind of roaming, and I don't know if they do that, in COVID world or whatever, Shy, but like to me, the street performers like way more scary because nothing's off limits. I legit thought a guy wanted the time, and he starts a chainsaw on me, and I was like, what the? Like that was.
I'm gonna get kicked out of the park for hitting somebody.
That's what they say, right? Like no swinging.
You
and
can't swing
the
back.
rule is
Yeah,
they can't touch you, and that's
and
what
you
they
can't do the same.
No, I know, but they push that they won't ever touch you, so you have no reason to, sort of put hands on them. So
Until they do one day, and
you get so scared, you freak out. That's awesome. How did we get to Jurassic from what were we talking about?
Trash
Compactor to Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh yeah,
We'll do a couple of brickheads. That's how we do things.
yeah. Sidebars,
That's awesome.
I mean, we were talking about sets to be displayed. I don't know where Jurassic Park came from, but
that was me. I jumped in because they're doing the quote theme.
Yeah.
Right, the quote sets. It's like the I don't know, whatever it's called, the breakout, the T-Rex breakout has one of those kind of quote tiles on there. Yeah, so all those, I mean, with that Jurassic one being 100, I think the Star Wars ones will range from like $60 to $80, depending, almost like the helmet sets, like the Scout Trooper's 50, but then the Vader is 70, the Gauntlet is 70. It's they aren't all fixed on like a certain set number, so we'll see. I think I'd like to see it at least at like 70. It should just be at least bigger than like the small kind of version of it we got in the Death Star. In terms of like other stuff coming out, there really hasn't been like a whole, ever since the March 1st wave, so much stuff has already come out. So there's really not a whole lot more to like really be speculating on. There's a land
speeder.
Oh yes. Speaking of the land speeder, we didn't talk about it a whole lot last week with Josh, but Josh was interested. I don't know if it's going to come in the set or if it's going to be a gift with purchase, but if we do get there's it's rumored to be like an actual gold C3PO, that is like, that's a huge reason. Me and Max were both talking about it the other day, like a huge reason for me to actually kind of want this thing more than I would if it was just.
Of course they would do that.
Yeah.
Well,
bring probably the worst idea of a UCS set and put one of the best DWPs with it.
And they'll probably put Phase 2 Cody in that too. Not making any sense. Totally God. They're gonna do something like that, and you're gonna be like, really? Or a Phase 2 like polybag that you can only get with like the.
Oh yeah, like if they put one of those like good GWP minifigs in, and then it's way worth it.
They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that,
dude. You'll be having C3PO comes in the UCS land speeder, and then you get a Phase 2 Cody May the 4th promo with it. You're gonna have so many people just like buying but the $250 land speeder, however much it's gonna be, and then just taking the figs, and so like eBay and Bricklink's just gonna be flooded with speeder, but with no C3PO. Loose land
all
speeder.
The pieces for it.
Brand new, except no C3PO. Everyone just pulling the C3POs.
I wouldn't put it past me that Lego would do something like that.
Yeah, it really is hilarious that I still can't tell if Ryan from M&R Productions, Ryan, there's a few Ryans in the game. We had Monino Productions.
Ryan Monino. Did we say it right?
I think it's Monino.
Monogram. No,
I say sidebar, that little mock he's building of Java's Palace. Like,
Yeah.
fire.
That looks pretty good. It looks
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch the
You
third
watch
part.
his
I've
stuff,
watched-
Shad? It sounds like
Yeah, I do.
You know him a
I'm
little bit, or
kinda
you just watch his stuff?
Well,
Have you met him?
we both like converse every now and then, but just mainly in the
Okay.
comments.
He's like the best, dude. He's super cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys, it's time
For
for the hot list. It's time.
Ooh, Yeah.
We're gonna jump. We're gonna jump into the hot list.
Jump around. Jump around. That's what we should play. We don't have a theme song for the hot list.
I'm surprised.
Why don't we have a theme song for
Working
the hot
on
list?
it.
I'm a terrible producer. What can I say?
You can play the other bit.
You know what? We do.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah, you can play
Oh, I
that
made
other.
a- hold on, I made kind of a fire beat. Hold on. What did I call it? Here
DJ
we go.
Sean cooking up some heat.
DJ Sean.
It's now time for the hot list.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I'm using the OG TikToks.
Get it. All right.
You really make this, Sean, or is this like
Did I
just a
steal it
generic-
from TikTok or did I make it?
I don't know.
I know. I remember you posted like a TikTok with the VIP coins, and this was like the song.
No, I made no. I made this GarageBand. I'm no like I'm not
okay.
I'm not yay over here, but no, I pieced
No,
it
but at
together.
least that's original. That's
You know
it's
what I always
impressive.
forget too is we have the Harlow. We have like the Harlow. Remember we had a Harlow intro song too, and I dropped
yeah.
it. Yeah, damn it,
It was like some
Damn it.
Caillou shit.
dude. Shai, we got it. We've been talking about like just making like parodies and songs, little freestyle battles. There's all kinds of ways
You
we
can
can
go so many
Slap me out.
ways with that. I say do
Flower.
it.
Dude, we were gonna make a thing where like the reindeer battle pack was taking out the 501st, and we just never got around to it. It was
That sounds fun.
pretty funny. Yeah, it was like
Good.
fuck the 501st. We got the reindeer battle pack. It was gonna be like it was just all about like Santa dissing.
When you
the
decide to do that, you need Ninja in here to rap with you.
Ninja,
that's
I will
And
listen.
Rich Boy J. So okay,
Oh
so
yeah,
I didn't
have him battle it out.
know Ninja had some freestyle skills too. though.
Ninja's a musician. Like, that's what he does. He writes and he makes music and he raps.
Ninja,
Oh,
we got-
okay.
Yeah.
we gotta get Ninja on, dude, because I'd love to talk to him. I like how he remains mysterious. I don't know if he'd do like a 2-hour. He doesn't talk very much.
No.
You're laughing, but I think
he's
it's
there for the voice.
interesting. Yeah, no, he does the
Keeps
cool
us down to
intro.
earth. Keeps us
He
down
does
to
a
earth.
cool intro.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, because I haven't talked to you like even over video, I really appreciate what you did for us a month or two ago, where you kind of put us into like these are the shows to check out. Thank you so much for that,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, no
That
problem.
was awesome. All right, let's get into the hot list. Brent, can you describe how we put together this hot list every week?
Yeah.
Don't give them the full behind the scenes, but
So
what is the
I'm
general
gonna take
sentiment?
5 minutes to explain this. Tell you,
I don't need 5 minutes, but like this is not official, right? It's just a couple of dudes thinking about things, right? It's like
yeah. So 5 weeks ago, no, I'm kidding. So, it's just the sets that we think are, the most. I mean, there are personal opinions, but this could be sets that are retired, sets that are about to come out, sets that are currently, going in and out of stock a lot. So it's mostly Sean that comes up with this, but me and Max
last few weeks
throwing
I've been telling. No,
ideas.
I've heard that, so I said, "Come on, guys, send it to me."
Yeah, but I like it was kind of your idea. This is your
I
baby.
have my finger
so
on the pulse a little bit.
this
you
is your baby segment. This is your gift. I don't know.
So with that illustrious,
You're in charge.
with that illustrious intro, here's the hot list. Yeah, it's just stuff that's out, and I feel like people in the community are talking about it, and we think it's cool. A little combo of everything. Let's jump in.
Yeah, not necessarily the 5 best sets.
This
but,
is not the factual Shy. This is not the factual 5 hottest sets. All right, it's just ours. All right, at number 5, we're gonna go with the clones. Dude, they're still hard to find. Shy, do you care about these? Military guy, but are you an army builder with this kind of stuff? What are your
As far as phase 1 clones, not necessarily. I do have like a whole company worth of 501st, so that's where I cut it. I have touring company, and then my army buildings mainly focus on my Black Falcons, but I can appreciate this for what it is. Do I want it? Not necessarily.
Got it. Do you have at least one pack of these just to have them? Or?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, not even one.
I had my chance and I didn't pick it up.
All right. Max, have you tracked these down yet, or do you plan on going ham on these? What do you?
He's got at least one
I
that he
have
likes to brag
two
about.
of them because I bought them as soon as they came online. But I think it's gonna be like if I'm buying a set at the Lego store, hey, they have one or two, throw them in the
Little-
cart.
Little tax, yeah,
little
tax on the
add-on.
purchase, yeah.
Get you
Yeah.
to the gift for purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like not something I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go like every other day, grab two, like some people are doing. Ryan, but
I don't have an attachment to these. Yeah, I think the first and only army I might build is the Dark Trooper stuff. Number one, because I'm a Luke guy, and that whole scene was just incredible to me. And number two, because my Costco that's 3 minutes away has like stacks of them for 23.
Your
And so-
Costco has them. My
Oh,
Costco doesn't. So your Costco has them.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
Help
if you
him
need some,
out.
let me know,
Okay.
dude. Let me know what you want. I've got
Sure.
I was just here yesterday. Boba's still 79, and I've got a gang of darks, which by the way, Brent, spoiler on pickups, I grabbed 2 more the other day when I was picking up a little tri tip.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but also building that army is feasible because you only need like 50 and call it a
Right.
day. You don't need more than that.
Right.
yeah, I mean the numbers reasonable for, I think it was 12 in the hallway and
Mhm.
what, 50 total. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
need many.
And it's
So
funny
this-
because it's like my favorite iteration of Luke, but I'm like, I don't want 19 of or whatever it would take
Yeah.
to
Well,
get-
it comes with army
I
building.
love
'cause-
Jedi Luke's my all-time favorite everything, like for real, like the
Right.
whole deal. Anyway, I just don't want whatever 20 of them. um, yeah. So, but this again, similar to you, this isn't for me. I'm not a prequels guy, but this just shows like, hey, it's not all about my personal interest. I just see this thing's hot, sold out, hard to get in stores, so I got to show it a little respect.
Oh,
on this.
not only did it was sold out for a long time, but it came when it finally came back into stock on Lego.com. It was gone again in like 40 minutes. Like I'm talking,
Mm-hmm.
I had 5 of them in my cart because they increased the limit. It was like limit 2, but it was limit 5. I wanted to hit the whatever the shipping threshold was, or the gift with purchase. So I'm looking for like
35
one more.
or, yeah, little
Well, it
throw
was
in,
like
yeah.
whatever the gift with purchase was like 100 something or whatever. So I'm looking for like one more $20 set, and I finally find something. I add it to my cart, and then they're gone. Like didn't even go to back order. So like, and none of my Lego stores. I have 3 in Ohio. None of them have got them since they came out. So
The truth is, if I was ever like super duper ham ever, I just want OG stormtroopers. Like
right,
here
and I think
43. I actually saw Jedi in the theater. It's my favorite Star Wars movie. Well documented.
we're gonna see some OG Storm now that they can actually do those figure packs in Star Wars, because this is the first time they have ever done them. They've done them for Marvel and Harry Potter and DC and all these other themes. Now they can do this. I guarantee you, next year or year after that, they're gonna do some OG Stormtroops in a pack like this for sure. If they don't do them like that, then they're instead of a Snowtrooper battle pack, they're gonna have just an OG Storm, whatever Phase 1 Stormtrooper, whatever they're called technically.
Shy, what are your thoughts on this whole like the legality of them doing this? Is it bullshit? Like what? I know there's a thing with Mattel and all that, but I feel like it's a little bit
Like how they can't do CMFs.
right.
I find that BS.
I do too. Because first
Thank
of all, are you a Hot Toys guy? Don't do it if you're not. Entertainment Earth, like that.
Don't do it if you're not.
No, the 12-inch. Oh, Jesus. Some of that stuff so flames, and I'm like, well, they're making those, and they're making Funkos, and yes, they do have to be bobbleheads. They can't just be regular Funkos. So I know there is something about exclusivity for, maybe what is it, 3.5 and 6-inch figs. I get that. I just feel like if they wanted to, and this is a prime example. Speaking of this set, what did you think about the whole gunship debacle? Did you really care? Did you just appreciate
like having the figs, or
the fact that they threw the yellow clone trooper that everyone just remembers he's yellow?
it's
What did you think of all that? Yeah,
very clear that it's just very telling of the Lego group. I mean, there's nothing really new that I can say about it other than just reinforce the fact that I think, like many other Star Wars Lego fans think, they're not Lego fans, or they're not Star Wars fans. Sorry, let me reiterate. Well, they're probably not Lego fans either, but they're not Star Wars fans,
Right.
and they're not listening to the community. Very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
what it is. And or they think they know better, which you got to give them that respect that they do. But it was for that set specifically, it was clearly stated what the fandom wanted.
Got it. Yeah, they just couldn't go all the way with it. It's weird.
Well, what's the another standout thing to me with that is that they're like, oh well, we don't want to put like highly desirable exclusive figures in a $350 set. And it's like, oh really?
Oh.
But you want to make a $250 Harry Potter Hogwarts collection thing that has the Hedwig and the books and everything, and that has 3 of the golden minifigures that are spread across the whole wave.
And I think we know Ryan's content enough. Like as soon as I saw that before his commentary on, I'm like, there'll be a video in 5, 4, 3, and then it's
2.
like,
Yeah. My only hope is that they had already a plan for Phase 2 Cody coming out with Kenobi. So
Right.
they didn't want to bring it. They didn't want to announce that back with. That's my only thing I would hope. That's me being optimistic about it. Is that Phase 2 Cody would probably be out with Kenobi or around that time.
Yeah.
So never
I'm not interested in it because I'm not a big prequel guy. But to me, like, no. I'll say this. No, I'm saying I'm not. When I say I'm not interested, I mean the figs that came with the gunship were inconsequential to me. But as a Lego fan and a Star Wars lover, I'm like, that set's fire. I don't care if they gave me no figs. Like, so
It's still a great set. Yeah, it's still a great set.
That's what I mean. Like, it's an all timer for me, and I don't want it. I'll probably get it for it.
I really think that if they would have done better just doing a play scale, just bringing back a play scale.
Yeah, because those are what
I think that's coming.
Right?
Yeah, that's probably coming. But like, it is what it's a great set. I personally really want it. I have nowhere to put that thing. It's very weird.
It's pretty big for
Yeah,
for 350. It's pretty big.
Yeah. I
got
have
that
like
wingspan.
UCS sets. I don't know where to put them. So
yeah.
So a quick little side note about storing the gunship. There is a quick and easy way to take off the wings. You can literally just take off one of the panels in the back, pull out the super long axle that holds the wing in there, and that way, if you wanted to store it away, like in like a Tupperware bin or something somewhere, you can at least take off the wings. If that helps with like, thinking about, oh well, I can build it, and if I need to display it out of the way somewhere, there's that. So,
all right,
but
40,
also
the
A wing. I just remembered the A wing out of all sets. If we're talking about UCS Star Wars sets, literally had an exclusive minifigure. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Boom.
So even the A wing got an exclusive minifigure.
All right, I was moving some stuff around. I apologize. It's supposed to be number 4, even though it says it's 5. Thor's hammer. Look, I keep it in here because a lot of videos. It's a combination of things. Videos being made on it, kind of hard to find. I don't know if you've seen this. Is a Target. It's a shared exclusive with Target. I haven't seen one in a Target ever.
One.
Okay.
One.
Single copy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is moving, but I don't know your thoughts of whether you're an MCU guy or not, Shy. But to me, like, I like it. I'll get it eventually. I'll, hopefully catch a Black Friday or something. Definitely not doing the 100 for it. It's just not detailed enough for me, but I love how damn girthy this thing is.
Let's harp on that one. Yes, it is not detailed to how it's supposed to look. And I'm gonna plug in somebody, but if you check out Tommy Seabricks's mod on this one thing,
yeah, I just saw it today. I saw it
nice.
That's if I were to get this, I am modding it to make it look like that.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it made this set look a lot better. So it's
and
already
Tommy C just did a face reveal too. That was awesome. Yeah.
Dude, I love his mod videos. They're awesome.
Yeah. So I would do that.
Tommy C Bricks is fire, dude. Love his stuff. But yeah, I agree. I mean, the first thing I said was, first of all, I thought it would be puny in the way that the gauntlet to me is puny. And then when I saw it was like a big old fat girthy boy, I'm like, all right, I'm in. Then I started looking at it. I'm like, the handle is a little sus. It's too clean. That's what I said. I said, it needs to be weathered. And by the way, king of anti-stickers, we talked about it. I was like, I need them for this. I need some stickers on this because it's just not...
So plugging Tommy again. Watch Tommy's video. You don't need the stickers.
No, I know. I saw it. I'm telling you, I watched it this afternoon. It was amazing.
Perfect. Yeah.
I love his solve. I don't know if I'm going to be like down to bricklink a bunch of shit. You'll have to tell me what to get because you guys all talk about like, just get these little pieces. I'm like, I like it
I'll order
OEM.
it when we see
No,
each
I'll
other.
do it.
We'll give it to you.
Show me what I need and I'll do it because I
Alright,
get
cool.
the gist and I love it. But
Yeah.
for me to sit down and try to decipher, unless there's a rubricable on it where you can dump it all in your cart, I don't know what to do. But look, I respect it. It's girthy, and I will say this. Even though Tommy C and a few others have had problems with the fact that it came with a minifig, I like that this maybe starts a new trend. Everyone and their brother said that gauntlet should have came with a fig, and
Yeah.
I agree. You know, should have came with a Thanos. So I'm glad they're doing it here, even if
Then
people
are we
need-
gonna say, does every helmet series helmet need to come with a fig too?
I think it really did need to. Yes, I think they'd
No,
move more briskly.
Yeah.
I think they'd move more briskly, honestly. So this is number 4. Sorry for the typo, everybody. Number 3, shout out to our friend, our good friend,
Joshua.
Josh.
I only want this set because of him.
I know.
I'm right there with you now. I'm
My
like,
comment today was like, I'm like, damn it, quit making me want stuff, dude. Damn it.
You
I
can
already
hear
have
the
it.
F1 engine
Josh,
in the background.
Josh buys stuff.
So I've been talking to Josh a lot more on the DMs, and he told us last week to watch this Netflix. Shy, we talked about it briefly. The Netflix, what is it? Built for Speed. What the hell is the
Something like
tag?
that.
F1, I think it's called.
No, it's called F1, like Thrill of the Hunt. You know, there's a tagline, whatever. So I started watching this. I'm like 3-4 deep. Dude, it's a fascinating show. I think I would much rather watch this than the cars driving in circles. And what I like about it is, you know, again, the logos, all that, great. But what I really like is that I didn't understand there's only 10 teams, and then there's 2 drivers per team, and they're trying to take each other out as well. Like, that's really interesting to me. I feel like the interpersonal stuff, and it's usually like an old vet who's good, and then the hot shot rookie. Like, that's that's an ageless tale. So like, I'm into it so far. And then just starting to really look at this, I'm like, it's pretty fire.
Yeah.
And
Damn you,
besides
Josh.
it being kind of fire,
Damn you, Josh.
no, the sales guy, the reseller, the
look
old
at Josh
reseller.
being a YouTube influencer and influencing all of us to
I
buy
know.
this thing.
Listen, I don't, dude, he loves that. I used to flip sneakers and stuff, Shy, before it was like a real business model, by the way. I would do it just to buy my pair. I wasn't the StockX guy. I would just line up in San Diego and get 2 pairs. And it was nice.
You're one of those guys. You're a sneakerhead.
No, I was. I'm retired. I'm recovering.
Good.
Now he's a brickhead,
But I also pay attention to when shit sells out. Now, we don't know the quantities. I know they didn't print as many of these as they did that phenomenal Dark Trooper helmet, for example. But these are sold out. They're very difficult to get, and that means something to me, and I feel like the whole Speed Champions F1 thing's becoming a thing, and so therefore it makes number 3 on our list. It's hard to get, and it's kind of fire when you start staring at it. I don't know.
It's kind of fire. It's got them Florida Gators colors on there. You know what I'm saying?
Jai, are we out of line here?
Small.
I turned the video on for like 5
fair.
seconds.
I'm in agreement.
All right, he likes it. Max, we're trying to get you into a little Speed Champs thing. Scratching your eyes.
Like, I've been eyeing down these Technic car sets for so long, but it's like, when am I going to pull the trigger? Because once I pull the first trigger, it's automatic. It's
rabbit
gonna be,
hole.
oh, this one came out. Got it. This one came out.
Just get one
Got
of the $50 ones.
Like the Ferrari, the red Ferrari that's been up there for a while, just stares at me every time I walk past it.
It's pretty nice.
And the Lambo. So one of these days, I'm gonna have to
It was
pull the
wild.
trigger.
Like, when we met Josh, like, I knew he liked this kind of stuff, and I thought he was cool as shit, like, before I met him, and it was confirmed when I talked to him. But then, like, he starts bringing in like this whole new theme for me, and I'm like, damn it, I'm trying to keep it. It's just so hard to not jump around, but this is fire, dude. I think it's cool. And what's interesting is this is their first like real attempt at this. It's only going to get better, but I think it's going to go down as a classic. Like, it's striking, I don't know. I think it's cool.
They've done Formula One before, Technic wise, I think.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
This may be the first one at this scale.
Yeah.
Per se,
Oh,
though.
I think.
Because this is $200, right?
Is this 199 or 169? I think it's one. It's not 2. It's less. 179.
Sounds maybe like 180 ish, or somewhere around that ballpark.
Yeah, they've done a few other ones. I can see it right now. I just looked it up.
This big?
Close. Not. I mean, their scaling is never consistent, so
That's true.
decently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to. Okay, good point. So there's this, and then we'll go to.
It's 180.
Dude, it's car heavy this week. What can I say, man?
And now this one is fire.
You said you got the
one
whole
out.
wave, Shy, or you're going to, or what's the deal?
He's pulling it out.
It's destroyed. I brought it back
man.
to Florida with me. I don't care about the box.
I want it so bad.
No, I'm
You
only
guys-
missing 3. Yeah, of them. Like all 3 seasons of them. That's it. And I got them all.
Dude,
I'm actually
so
looking for Target right now, see if they have it.
Oh, damn
hold
it!
on. I was gonna say
Spoiler
before we
time.
go all the way to number 1, which it's fine.
I mean, you knew it was
it's
going to be.
rightfully
Man.
so.
That's so flames. But go ahead.
So, Shy, we speaking of like retired stuff or older sets that we weren't have they done this or not or whatever. This, I looked up Formula One, and this Speed Champ set. I don't know how much it was because it's just retired. It doesn't say, but it was 941 pieces, and it's like a pit stop for little Formula One cars. You're not gonna be able to see it very well through my
Yeah, I know.
front facing. Dude, I want give us that again.
And that's what I was talking about in the beginning. Like, when are they going to go back to the OG Speed Champion days when they had trucks and semi trucks carrying these cars?
Yeah,
and then,
full on
stuff
set.
like that, whole full on garages and stuff like that. It's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna do it eventually, because they haven't hit $100 Speed Champion set in years.
Dude, yeah, I saw that and my eyes lit up. Like, it does exist. They do more than just a car.
Well, they did until they moved to 8 wide, and then that hasn't happened. Because just imagine how big that semi truck's going to be.
Yeah, everything gets the scale is now off. But I don't know. I want a garage. I want a really dope. Like, I literally almost might buy more of the Harry Potter chess sets just to have plenty of tiles if I were ever to try to make my own.
Nice.
But it would probably be a disaster. But at least I'd have the floor.
So Shy, we picked the Lambo here, but I feel like this represents that whole wave. This wave is, I mean, I don't know about you, but my Walmarts and Targets all have those dusty, 21 wave, last wave things, and there's not many of this laying around. So for that reason, I put this at number 2. And I feel like this is probably the lead dog out of that line, but there's some other fire in there, obviously. But yeah, I just feel like Speed Champs, man. Something's going on. I don't know.
Honorable mention the Benz pack, because you already showed what was number 1, but
yeah. That's why I said I think this represents the whole wave, honestly. There's not a real ultra dog in there. I mean, you could say there is, but
no, they're all good. They're all
some people say, oh, the Lotus. I'm like, okay, show me a Lotus on the shelf right now, because people disagree with you. Sorry. And spoiler, sorry, number 1, clicky mouse. We talked about it earlier. We don't have to go deep into it, but I feel like DeLorean, number 1. I mean, people have wanted it. We're in a car world right now, car vibe. Lego's just killing it with the vehicles. And I mean, 1,000,000%, dude. This is gonna be crazy. Now, Shy, Topanga on a Friday, April 1st, right? So for those of you that don't know, Topanga's a suburb of LA area.
You guys have a city called Topanga?
It's
trippy.
It's Canoga Park. That's what it's called. That's
what sorry, sorry, I'm kind of a noob. I've been out here a few years, but
Topanga's the mall.
And she shows up. That's what you're asking. She stands right there and welcomes you to the
Boy Meets World Topanga. Come on.
Yeah, she's there. No, she's there. She says hello and welcomes you to the store.
She
gives you VIP points. It's cool.
Dude, she's like one of the most attractive. I'm gonna stop. Topanga, man.
Friend of a friend's married to her now. It's really interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I'll talk to you about it later. But Topanga, pretty amazing.
Topanga.
Anyway, no, it's your most basic Lego store. It's just those of us that are out here probably know it's probably got less of a line than some of our bigger malls. But how thick does it get, Shy? I only went I think for a lineup for like R2D2 and maybe something else, and I found it manageable. I didn't get there super late or super early. What do you think about this one? Do you think it's going to be you need to be there an hour early, or
No, I don't think this is gonna like.
not R2D2?
Yeah, this is not gonna be a day breaker where like you
Yeah.
need to be there before it opens. There'll be enough.
Every time I think a non-Star Wars set is gonna be like crazy popping, like an R2D2 release or an AT-AT or whatever, like it just never is. Like when the friends apartments came out, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get there early.
Yeah, I remember
no,
that.
I would never. So the only time you really need to be worried about a line is if there's gift with purchases and there's multiple lines coming out, and if it's close to like a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Like May the 4th, yeah, maybe. Like if there's a double VIP, things like stuff like that. There has to be like things that are stacking. But when it's just like one thing like this, they're gonna have enough. It's not like unless, like I said, if there's no GWP with it, like it's not gonna. You don't need to worry.
So is that what? So Shy, you worked at Lego, correct?
Yeah, for a brief moment.
For a moment. Is Star Wars the thing that brings all the boys to the yard? I mean, like, what else is there? I know Jan 1 is big, right? And like, what is that the one that like just it'll pop off because of a Star Wars set, like more than anything else? Like,
no, it's
let me ask you this: if it's not Star Wars, what does it take to get like crazy lines besides Star Wars?
Like new waves, like just waves, like new like inventory waves.
It applies to so many fans.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Star Wars is a heavy one. October, like May the 4th is good. October 4th or October, what is it? I forget. Whatever the other one in October or November, or Force Friday. There you go. That one's a big one. But it doesn't compare to when there's a double VIP with a gift with purchase, multiple things you can get on a set. Those are the doorbusters. Those are the days where you're like, okay, everything on the shelf is gonna go.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Not just Star Wars.
The biggest like line I've seen was for R2D2 for sure. Like dwarfed the gun. I went early for the gunship.
You were shocked, right? You were kind of taken aback by that.
Yeah, I mean, like the line got big like within the last like 20 minutes leading up to when the store opened, and there was like 4 other young gentlemen there, like crazy early in the morning drinking coffee and eating donuts like I was, but we were all like looking around at each other like, man, we really didn't need to show up this early, did we? Kind of just making jokes. Like,
we also got to think it's R2D2. He's in every single movie.
Right. Well, it's the original trilogy.
It's just
right.
Not true.
It can be the coolest thing from the prequels, but original.
Did you line up for that one, Shy, or did you order online, or do you have it? Or?
I didn't get either.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, the R2.
So yeah, I didn't get the R2. I want the R2. It's in my favorite list, but like again, I have nowhere to put that. I have the UCS
complicated build, by the way. I had.
Oh yeah, it looks hard. So I have the Falcon, I have the Star Destroyer, and I have the AT-AT. I really only have the Falcon out because the other 2 I can't put anywhere, so they're just in its box.
But you got all 3 of the big dogs, right? You got the big 3. Nice.
I haven't gone further than this with the AT-AT. That's pretty much where I'm.
There you go. Well, see, I can respect like because if someone was telling me like, okay, you can collect all the play sets in Star Wars or like every big UCS set, or at least like the big 3, like I'm going the big 3 UCS sets all day long.
Yeah.
So
Brent single-handedly talked me into the Falcon, and I haven't put it together yet.
That's fine, at least as long as you have it.
As long as you have it, you're good.
No, I'm good.
Save it for a rainy day.
And then I caught a killer deal on. Shout out to Zavi, man. I know there's mixed reviews, but like what was it, Brent? I got like 150 off and free shipping. It was crazy. I had no choice. M&R posted it right when I was looking for it, and I was like,
there you go.
Time. And I think it was like September, and I was like, hey, honey, this is all I want for Christmas. Cool. All right, cool. I don't want anything.
Cool, yeah.
It's cool. We cool. Is everyone cool? All right, that's what I want.
There you go.
All right, let's get into weekly pickups. I don't have a different song, so we'll do this again. No, I'm kidding.
That works.
Weekly pickups. No, we should have little drops for everything. I like that. Brent, you are just like iced out with the Batman stuff. You warned us. Now I don't know. I'm sure you have one. Now, Shy, I don't know if with the Cali Brick Click, if you have like a little little chat, little iMessage you guys do, but we're always talking all week. And he teased me. He's like, I went ham on Batman this week. I'm like, sets or what? He goes, more than sets, man. I'm like, okay. So
Dude, they had the nice little what do you call it, Sean? Where it's like a
PDQ.
yeah, a little like it's its own like cardboard shelf separate from the aisle. Just all Batman
So
stuff.
on the they call it the racetrack. Shy, you know, when you're going around the store, the racetrack where they have the PDQs, which stands for pretty damn quick, which means you can set them up quick. Anyway, anyways, you saw the big display of Batman shit, and you went nuts. And then on one side, I believe there was Lego, and on the other side there was general merch. So let's see what you got.
So anytime that, and I'm sure we all collect stuff, so I know we're all guilty of this. You look for something. You know, you look for something that's not there. You keep looking like, oh, I have it in this size. They don't have my size. And you get really salty for a second. You're like, oh, man, they don't have any of those. I waited too long. I should have got one. And that's how it was with these shirts because I ignored this. I ignored this Batman setup forever. And this was the only XL they had left in the Batman shirt. So I had to get it, especially after seeing the movie. I had to get this. And then what's a shirt without some pants? And obviously they're not in there because I'm wearing them. And I'm about to say the quote from Napoleon Dynamite. You think you can handle a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys? I didn't think so.
I was wondering where he was going with the package, and then he showed us the package. Good job. I mean, that's a
dude. Listen, these pants don't even started. I feel like I'm Bruce Lee in these things. Like they're so flowy.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. This concludes the weekly pickup segment. How are we going to top this? I got this little set. I mean, he's pumped on this. By the way, the shirt's fire. I will say that. The pants, sure, but the shirt's definitely flames.
I could pass on the pants, but
listen, guys, I'm walking around in Brick World Chicago in these pants,
and they're cuffed too.
Whether you got, wow.
Hey, Shy, remember all the syrupy stuff I said about Brick World Chicago and the hugs and all that? If he's wearing those, nah, man. No big hug in those.
I am pulling up in this exact outfit.
Nah, man, you better have some jeans on if I'm going to hug you, not those things.
Just don't hug him from behind.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up in these exact pants.
Brent, like I always say, if you're happy, I'm happy, bud. So I'm happy for you.
Dude, listen, it's my opinion, guys. If I like something,
hey, it's your brick opinion. Shout out to Ace.
Hey, that was a great episode.
Thank you.
All right. So anyway, that's all I got. Batman stuff. I didn't get any sets. I got a Speed Champs car instead. I'm kidding. I got some Batman stuff, but
I was gonna say, what a swerve, dude.
No, I grabbed.
I hope you got it for 16 or less.
Yes.
Okay,
I grabbed it for 16. I mean, yes, there's still some new. I have a few new Speed Champs stuff pending. It's all right. It's chilling in the warehouse. Hasn't shipped yet, but.
Should I get that Bronco 2-pack yet?
I want that too.
Speed Champs, the Bronco 2-pack. It's $50. They haven't really put it on sale. You got it? No, I'm waiting. Are you like me waiting for it to hit 40 or something? Or you don't care?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
No, I have it. I have the only Speed Champion sets that I'm missing right now is last wave's McLaren, the blue one.
With no roof. Yeah,
I think it's no roof.
It doesn't look complete. The drag race one, I don't have that one. And then
it sucks too. I don't like it.
I didn't
pick those two up.
Yeah.
And then this wave's Mercedes, the double.
Yeah.
Barnes and Nobles. If you're not on that, they got them all day, every day, and you get 10% off. So
dude, Barnes and Noble's a sleeper.
Yep.
Honestly,
we're big Kohl's and Barnes and Noble fans around here. I don't know if you. Kohl's, man, don't sleep on Kohl's. They put shit out. They're like,
don't get us started.
Kohl's is like, Max, clip this, all right? Kohl's like, street date? What's that? Never heard of it. They don't give a shit.
Early and Kohl's.
Yes.
It's awesome. So Shy, I don't know if you saw it, but like, Brent's been like just getting Kohl's shit like 2-3 weeks early.
Yeah,
like
dude.
Constantly. And I'd clown him. I'm like, dude, you're paying full price. You're out of your mind. Like, just wait. and I just happened to roll into Kohl's for something, jammies for the baby or whatever. My wife gave me an assignment, and I'm like, of course, gonna check the Lego aisle. And I walked back there. What was it, guys? It was a good full 2-3 weeks, right? Beforehand,
Yeah.
at least 2. And dude, the whole spread was there. Mando helmet.
You finally experienced the
Yeah.
magic that I felt.
The Mando helmet. And well, at the same time, the Costco stuff was about 2 weeks early too, I feel like.
Yeah.
And anyway, they had
Lego's supposed to supply them with enough supply to last. And if I know they can go early if they have nothing from them.
Right.
So
my store has been a desert wasteland since Christmas, dude. So
they were due.
Yeah,
they were due.
And anyways, I round the corner, I'm like, and at first I saw like, I don't know, one of the helmets. I'm like, oh, cool. All right, that's cool. And then I'm like, oh, and a Dark Trooper pack. Oh, and Boba's Palace or whatever. And I'm like,
yeah,
holy shit. All right, slow down. And then I saw an associate. I'm like, we running Kohl's Cash now or what? She's like, yeah, 10 on 50. I'm like,
right.
all right.
Dude,
So,
that happened to
I'm
me
not going to do better than that at Target. And by the way, sidebar on a sidebar, double VIP. I wanted to go into this. I'm not going to go too deep. Guys, get a hold of yourselves. Unless there's a GWP, double VIP isn't that great unless you're going for an exclusive or a modular. Shy is agreeing here. Like Target and Walmart oftentimes have better deals. Amazon has better deals. Don't lose yourself in
Kohl's.
10% off. For the love
Kohl's,
of God, people go crazy. You know, and if you really want a Jane Goodall, like go for it. But like don't sit there.
I went for it.
No, people were like weirdly fake interested in this Jane Goodall. It's like whatever.
It comes with like 2
Monkeys.
monkey molds.
You're
Yeah.
you're the biggest GWP guy of all times. It's all good.
It's just you just need an excuse to spend money.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. At least you're coming clean because you don't give
Listen,
a shit about
if-
Jane Goodall or the monkeys.
I don't, and I'll probably keep it sealed, and it probably won't go up in value, but I'll put it with all my other GWPs. But if Lego
One day
is
it'll
just
pay
like
off. My
if
point is
Lego-
10%, guys. Just remember it's 10%. Now, if you want to get an ad you can only get at the store. 80's serious dough. That's nice, you know.
or
You're gonna get
also
that back.
use Rakuten, and then you'll get double VIP and Rakuten cashback. Bada
Stack
bing,
it
bada
up.
bing. Stack.
Stack. But the greatest deal on earth, especially when they run 15 for 50, is Kohl's, and I won't hear
Dude,
otherwise. And
The
it sounds
15,
weird.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah. The
They only
15
run
on
it
50
a
is
handful of times a
insane.
year. What did we get it to, Max? The Ninjago City Gardens. What was the
Dude.
net on that? It was like
It was
185.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so we figured it out with just Kohl's Cash and bonus points. Shy, if you wanted Ninjago City Gardens for Black Friday or whatever it was around 2, like with tax, counting Kohl's Cash. Why are people sleeping?
No, hey, let them sleep. I'm not trying to make this all
Okay,
public.
all right, yeah,
I'm
we
not
should
right.
probably- yeah, we
I'm
should
not
probably-
saying anything. I'm like, I don't
All right.
want people to.
Yeah, you're like, why are you blowing this up, man? Shut
I'm
up.
like,
All right.
come on, man.
Keep it on the hush.
Well, we're trying to
hush.
get, like, look, with our mighty 220 subs, I want a sponsorship, damn it. I want
Just want some,
Kohl's to
just some
come over.
affiliate links, you know?
Yeah, a little,
all we
little
need.
something. Throw your boy something. All right. Brent, show us what else you got.
Anyways, I did get Batman sets, and I got this one. It's funny because I got this because SHYTIME was coming on, and then I watched his vlog, and he already has it. So there you go. But
Yay.
had to get some bikes in there. Even though like the same figures and almost the same bike comes in the Batman or the Batcave, but hey, whatever.
Slightly different, though. I appreciate that. Shy, rate
Well, yeah.
those choppers. Do you like those, or how do you feel about them?
They're pretty basic. I mean,
I don't like any
bike.
of the motorcycles I've seen, and I'm not a motorcycle guy, but I was like, You like the BMW one or no? I know you're not into that. You're more into like the
No,
Hawks.
I have it. Yeah, I have it because it looks dope. I want to get back to street bikes, but my wife won't let me. So I have to stick with cruisers.
Cool.
you get the glow in the dark bat signal.
I didn't know I had that.
Yeah, it's actually
I did not know that.
No,
Oh my
that's low key the dopest part of the set, Brent.
It
Am I wrong?
really-
God. My kid built that, so I didn't like really
glow in the
look
dark
into what I
bat
was doing.
signals.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
Oh, dude. Okay, I need to.
Courtesy a sticker, by the way. Scott.
Dude,
Oh, it's a
honestly,
sticker? Oh,
you can just take. Is it really stickers?
Yeah.
Shy's over it. He's done.
Are you sure? Oh, well, either way, you can put it on top of a building in your city, and it could be like a Gotham section or something.
Yeah, stickered.
Sticker. Damn.
Listen,
What else?
Not
Sean.
the same.
All right, I'm gonna let it go. One of these guys. One of these days, man. I'm gonna take Elsa's advice. One of these days. All right. What do we got?
I wasn't gonna. This is the last one. I wasn't gonna get this set, but I watched Jang Brick's review on it, and he pretty much sold me on it. And I also feel like
Are you a Jang guy? Shy.
I feel
he's
like
polarizing. Some people think he's terrible. I don't understand.
No,
why.
no, he's a great dude. He's super dope.
If you want to really enjoy every square
Well,
inch
he-
and nook
he
and
really-
cranny of the set,
I
he's the
mean,
best
I
ever.
don't watch his reviews ever, but I'll watch
Really?
his other stuff. Yeah.
Do you ever
I'll
watch his streams, dude?
Yeah, I watch his streams like
He's
every
such
now
a
and
good
then.
like dad
he's
on
dope.
those streams.
Yeah,
He like
he's funny.
shuts everyone down. It's so good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
his streams, his city videos, stuff like that. His other channels I'll watch.
But yeah, dude, he broke down.
Watch the ASMR or the True Builds or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. Whatever pops up in those other ones.
All right, so you won't.
It's like background plays.
yeah.
play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to shut you up.
No, you're good.
How do
He
we
just
feel about this one, boys? I think if you're getting the cave, if you're leading to the cave, I want it. But if you're not, I got to question you.
I haven't
Well-
seen the movie yet. I feel like after that,
dude.
You
After
want
the
it?
I don't want
movie,
that.
I'd
Yeah.
rather get the bigger one if I'm gonna get the car.
I would.
Max,
I
have
would
you
rather.
seen the movie?
Yeah.
No, but I also heard that's coming to HBO Max April
Something. Yeah.
15th, something like
Yeah,
that.
Hey.
that's what I'm waiting on.
Either
Yeah.
way, just watch it. It's so good. That's all I'll say,
I'm excited for it.
dude. It's dope. It's dope. I won't say anything else, but it's cool. I
Hey, man,
now
you're getting
feel like I have
thumbnail out
to.
of it. You love it, so that's good.
Well, I didn't really. There wasn't any.
How much
well,
do they go into the origin story? Because I'm an old fuck and I've seen like every iteration
Well-
of Batman. I'm like, I already know how it starts. Can we get some shit going
No,
on?
yeah. So there isn't a whole lot of origin story because we've seen it. There was Batman Begins. We had a whole movie to where it was like almost all origin story, and we saw that with Spider-Man too. We didn't really need to see Spider-Man's origin story again. So I think at the start of the movie, he's been Batman for like 2 years. So he's not like a seasoned Batman. He's young. It's definitely a younger version of Batman. But it's so good. Anyone that's like, Robert Pattinson, you don't even like notice that it's Robert Pattinson. It's just a good Batman movie. So that's all I'll say without spoiling it.
Man, well,
anything.
he's still Vampire Boy until I'm proved otherwise.
Yeah, but I'm telling, I got none of those.
No, I've
vibes.
heard he's good. I've heard he's good. Like, I won't care.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I'm gonna go to it as soon as I'm
Especially
allowed
as
to.
Batman, like as Bruce Wayne, like Christian Bale is definitely a way better Bruce Wayne. But anyways, you guys show me what you got. I won't nerd out over the Batman movie, but it's
Michael
really good.
Michael Keaton's a goat. I'm just gonna keep it right there.
Dude, no, Bale, all
No.
the way.
Max, what do you got, dude?
Okay.
At least Christian Bale got 3 movies.
My one little tiny purchase.
It's because Keaton turned him down. Oh.
Got it in Hawaii. I know Shy will appreciate it. But it is the Pearl Harbor
Non-Lego.
Arizona Memorial little build.
Wow.
281
Brickmania? What are we
pieces.
looking at?
What's
I'm
the brand?
joking.
What's the brand?
It's like a mini
Uh,
architecture.
I don't know.
Na-
It's
Is it
off-brand,
Nanos?
very off-brand.
It looks small.
Building blocks, but I thought it was a little cool.
Oh, that's
I mean,
dope.
a little
Oh, yeah.
Max
display.
took a picture of it while he was there. And I'm like, I'll allow it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I
Because
mean,
it's
it
the
was-
memorial set.
Okay, get me here. It's $12
You can't show
for
any
281
disrespect
pieces.
whatsoever ever to Pearl Harbor. So I'm like, all right, yeah. do it.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, I visited
it's
Pearl
dope.
Harbor. It was cool, and my sister got some dolphin block build things, and I got the Pearl Harbor little tiny set. So
I didn't know.
Now, have you been there, Shy, to Pearl?
Yeah, I've
Harbor?
been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I heard it's extraordinarily moving, so I definitely want to check it out. I haven't been in person, so
but yeah, that's the only thing I got today or this week. So
I figured it'd be in a bigger box. It looks like a Brickheads
no,
style
it's
box.
literally the size of my
Tiny.
hand.
It looks really small.
Right. It's like a Brickheads box.
Yeah,
Kind of deal.
all right, Shy, what'd you pick up this week, dude?
I'm not opening it because I'm waiting to do
That's
a haul
fine.
video out of
Yeah.
it. But
I-
I got
I don't show
So-
mine anymore either.
so I got 2 minifigures from 2 different. Oh no, actually just one. I didn't pick up the Citizen Brick one, but I got 2 different figures from Brickmania to support the Ukraine thing. So they had Ukrainian figs. So I got 2 of those. One was just a Ukrainian soldier, and the other one was the frontline president. Oh, I got the Saint, whatever her name is. But I got 3 figs. The other one didn't come in yet.
Dude,
but
they go all out. Those guys on Brick Mania it is, right?
I want to start
yeah,
checking it out. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, dude.
Dude, there you
I can talk to
go.
you days about third-party minifigs, like all of them.
I really
it's
so I see there's a guy, I think it's like it's not TK Bricks, it's like TC, I think it's it's not Tommy C Bricks, but he's not like a reviewer or anything. He mostly does builds, but he's got a few like custom. He's got like a LeBron and a Post Malone and stuff like that. So yeah, I want some like celebrity figs, like a Kobe or something, like a non.
Lego Kobe. You
Right,
can
I
get
mean,
a Lego Kobe.
well, yeah,
He does exist.
I would love to see like a 3D printed all the way around, like Kobe, get a Michael Jordan, get a LeBron, things like that. So yeah, I definitely want them, but I know they're like $30 a piece. So
Oh yeah, that's like average. It's fine. Once you beat that thought, you're good.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so yeah, these figs were like $32 a piece. I know the Citizen Brick version, they made theirs $100. You'll get a minifigure, but you know, you gotta understand like all the profit and then some. They made theirs 100 is all going to some sort of, you know, nonprofit going to Ukraine. So that there was a big like little push for that. It wasn't like, oh, let me do this. Like, no, it was fan requested. Hey, do something, we'll buy it, and they did. So I got 3 of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
bricks for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Anything else this week, or
Sean? What about you, Sean?
Dude, light week. Did I mention the Carnage last week?
I think so.
Okay.
Stacked up on a couple of them.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. I just feel like it's going soon, and I guess I'm committed to the whole helmet or head world. I haven't been able to find a Carnage, and they popped up on Target, so I got a couple of those. They came in this week, both boxes.
It's so weird because I have Venom, and I feel like I need to get Carnage only because I have Venom, but I don't.
So I'm missing 2 head helmets, whatever you want to call them. I need Venom, and I need Batman 89. That's it, and I've got all the heads that ever existed, and those are still out, so they shouldn't be hard. As far as sets, dude, I sat out VIP this time. I was just like, you know what? Nothing ultra compelling. Shout out to Jane Goodall. You know, like I just it wasn't enough to bring this boy to the yard. Nope. I really want to go hit Topanga and go do it in person. I've got a gang of gift cards. You guys know I got so many VIP points. I'm to the point where it's like dump it all on the AT-AT or spread it around.
Have you been to the Glendale location?
Yeah. And I love it because they got Monkey Kid stuff, way more monkey. Like, why do you say that? I'm curious why you say that, but yes, I have. What do you think?
Just because of the layout, it's longer, has like a different type of look and feel to it. So, just curious.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah. So why they're over there? So it's pretty much equidistant for both of us, right? So I guess for me, it's just more convenient. Topanga, right? I can park and I park by Target at Topanga. I hit the 2 for 1. You know the deal.
Yeah.
So I can just roll right in there. Whereas like Glendale, parking's a little trickier. I don't know. Like it's mainly for parking, to be honest with you, and less traffic to get to Topanga. I don't know. But yeah, so I've been sitting out. And then I guess so my wife on that another subsequent trip to Kohl's, shout out to Kohl's, sponsor us. Come on. She hands me like 35. So that's how I buy a lot of my stuff. It's like either Target rewards and all this stuff. Like I try to just use as much as that for my little habit. I had $35 to Kohl's. I got Duel on Mandalore and the Shark set, which I've wanted for a while. The little 3-in-1 creator. That's it. No heavy hitters this week though.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. A little light snack. Daughter and I enjoyed building it. Cool little crab side build on the Shark's actually low-key fire. I don't know if you guys have built that yet, but it was pretty cool.
The second best buildable animal this year, right behind the tiger.
So yeah.
Little booty hole tiger.
Yeah. Behind that. So nothing crazy. I feel like there's gonna be and then I also know I'm going to Legoland next week, and like, you know, I'm gonna cop something special there. So I'm just been like a little reserved. And then April's gonna be heavy though. Between Jurassic, DeLorean, that's gonna be one of those getting back to the car payment type months. So I'm like, there's nothing really calling my name right this second, but I know it's gonna get thick in April. So I just
it is for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And unless something's on like urgent retirement alert, like I'm pretty good with everything out. I still need the Monkey Kids City of Lanterns thing. I definitely want that. But we
Yeah,
gotta
me too.
That's the only one. Like if I walk by it and they had it, I'd scoop it.
Right.
And so, I don't know if Glendale has it. For whatever reason, Glendale seems to have heavy Monkey Kid for the LA area.
Yeah,
But
it's the big one. It's the
Yeah.
big one for the area.
Dude.
That
Besides
was
Anaheim,
that was my
obviously.
store, by the way. I used to run that one. Yeah,
Nice.
so it's as far as volume, that's the one aside from Disney.
Yeah, right on.
I love Monkey Kid, and my locals, all three. Well, not all three because I haven't been to Cleveland, but like the Cincinnati and the Columbus Lego stores, they don't mess with Monkey Kid, like not at all.
Yeah,
it has to be in a certain tier level of sales, so that's why you won't see it in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So,
what are your thoughts on it? Have you dipped into that at all, or are you just staying?
Oh yeah,
away?
of course. I love them. They look really cool. I have the HQ, the boat.
Mhm.
That was probably one of the funnest builds. Like they're just so fun to build. It's
Right.
just I don't have a purpose for them. So one of those things like I don't have a purpose for you. I'm not gonna keep you or buy you. So
Right.
Yeah, that's where I struggle with it. It doesn't really fit in anything, but man, I think whatever team they have on that like has got it going on.
No,
I think
they're really cool. I mean, I do have like a little Ninjago district. I have all of them right down there.
Okay.
So like the city, gardens, docks, and boat. So I have them all down there. So they kind of match in that area. But I mean,
did you get the lanterns yet or not yet?
No, I didn't get them. I might get that one.
You got time on it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's on my favorite list, but it's not day one for me, or it was day one for me. It's just like if I see it, maybe if I need to buy something.
Out of the new wave, it's definitely like the standout to me. I mean, some of the other stuff is cool in the new wave, but
the shuttles fire. There's so much. It's just tough, right? It's like picking and choosing.
Yeah.
So
we have to, man. We have to do it this year again, just like last year. We have to choose. Choose. Don't buy everything. Just choose.
You got to. So Brent, before we roll, you've got Kenobi potential fire. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up for this week.
Yeah, just in the trailer, and it has to do with the Inquisitors. There's I don't know what kind of TIE fighter. I'm a Star Wars fan. I watch all the movies and the shows and everything, but I don't know the nitty gritty on this. Is the T-15-465 limited edition, whatever like each TIE fighter is called. It's the Falcon. I don't know what the YT model freighter, whatever it's the technical term is for it. But the TIE fighter that one of the Inquisitors or whoever is flying up to the Inquisitor castle, so to speak, both of those things could be a set. I mean, if you wanted to have, obviously there's going to be a few main Inquisitors in the show. Dude, give me $100 castle, have all the Inquisitors, great way to get the figs. And then you have a $30, they like to make those $40 TIE fighters now. So like, $40 TIE fighter based off of that. And then maybe a dual set with Obi-Wan and somebody else. And that could be a little small 3-set wave for Kenobi, but that's just my quick prediction on what possibly could happen. May get one of those things, may get two of those things, but it could be a cool thing to scratch the itch of anyone that missed the Vader's castle. It's like, because that's what it looks like. I don't know if it's defined as a castle, but the building that TIE fighter's flying up to, or all the Inquisitor, it's like some kind of Inquisitor headquarters or whatever. It's interesting looking building, kind of looks like Vader's castle, but literally in the water. It's like a water version. Could be a cool set as well as that TIE fighter. So,
Shy, you got the Vader castle?
Oh, I love it.
You should scoop before it goes, dude.
Amazon's the only way.
Highly recommend, dude.
It's gone like close to the chopping block a couple times. So
it has, dude. Don't sleep, dude. Because what is it? 130?
It's 130.
So the reason why I don't want it is because I've built it a bunch of times for like.
All right.
It's cool.
Yeah. That being said, yeah, I mean, not telling you anything you don't know, but I really thought it was cool. I got like
It's dope. No, it's a great set.
now I'm up to 3. I know that thing's gonna pop.
Yeah,
I do a little light dabbling just to cover my hobby. I'm not a Lego investor. We have friends. Have you watched like Brickbox and all those guys?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah. So just a little bit of that stuff, a little bit of gut. I'm like, I know that thing's gonna do well. And now I feel real good and I feel like they extended that set because of Kenobi, Brent. Because it was on the chopping block. It's what, 3+ now? It's 3 years old now, right?
Yeah, well, it's weird because like it.
Or Shy, well, you'd know, you were building them. Was it about 3 years? It's getting there, right?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah.
Well, anytime it's came back, it's like it's remained out of stock on Lego.com, but it like will come back and be available only through Amazon. And I mean, I know it was like an Amazon exclusive and Lego exclusive for its runtime, but it's weird. Like it went away, came back like 2 different times, and you can find it now. I think for like $170 still. I don't know if you can get the retail price on it anymore. Maybe. Yeah. So
it's time's running out on that one. So Max, you saw the Kenobi trailer. Awesome. Flames. We all loved it. What do you think set wise? Is there anything else that popped out at you? The Inquisitors are definitely going to be a thing, no doubt. Like,
it's hard to tell yet. I mean, because that scene was like what, like a shack and a Tatooine, maybe like desert. Or
Shack is in Kenobi. Is that what you're saying?
A shack, not the shack, but
okay.
Shaquille O'Neal plays the character in Kenobi.
It's hard to tell, awesome. But I mean, I'm hoping for some banger sets, but I'm not sure yet. I mean, we'll find out the first couple episodes. But
did you see anything in there? Like, you know how like when you're watching Boba Fett, you're like, are we gonna get the Power Ranger cycles? What did you think on Kenobi?
Power Ranger cycles?
I think we're getting them, dude. What was shit? They'd all buy them, by the way.
Vespas. Oh my god, they already made that. It's a new Vespa. They just turned it into the freaking So yeah, I was trying to figure out what would come out of that, and like Brett made it perfect points. Like those seem more realistically feasible, but for sure there's going to be Inquisitor somewhere. I hope so, because the prices on both of those went up ridiculously this past
150. What are they?
That's more than that at this point because you can't find them anywhere. But yeah, I don't really know, honestly. I'm not going to dwell into it because I want to be surprised for that. And yeah. So like it is what it is. I Inquisitors, just give me Inquisitors. I'll be happy.
Multiple sets.
Inquisitors, TIE Fighter, Inquisitor Castle, and like one set with a slightly what is the figure even going to look like? It's like it won't look like the OT Obi-Wan. It won't look like the prequel Obi-Wan. It's like a mildly old Obi-Wan.
they'll just throw the Dula Mustafar Obi-Wan in there again.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They make an Obi-Wan. They make him slightly older.
It's an older Obi-Wan. They'll be happy with it.
He's still got the tattered print from the Duel on Moose.
Yeah, that's what
from the Grievous Starfighter set.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of me having stuff on hand, is
that retired by the way?
This I don't think so quite yet.
So we still find out like Walmart's, but
you can get it on Walmart for like $50. You can finally get it for less than $80. Which can you believe this was $80? Holy Jesus moly!
I told you I got mine for $40 on a pricing error. That was the only way. I was doing, yeah,
I got mine.
I think
I used Kohl's Cash to get this, so I got it for $60 technically.
Shout out to Kohl's. Come on,
shameless plug.
Cool. All right, guys. Any closing thoughts? Shy, it's been a great time, dude. Appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me, man. This was fun.
It's been a good time.
It's dope.
We don't do the edited version. We do the full 2.5 hours. Perhaps we could learn from you and boil down our shit a little more, but I don't know. We have a good time.
Yeah. You guys are good. Keep it up.
Hey, I'm not editing. Sean, if you want to do an edited show, you can edit it. Or Max, you can edit it.
Yeah, Max, with all the time I have with the 2 kids and
right, same. All right, Max, you don't have kids, so if we ever want to edit the pod,
don't. This is dope. Keep it as
we're gonna keep it free flowing.
Yeah.
But shout out to Shy once again for coming on, dude. And thanks for being a friend of the show and just like kind of welcoming us into the crew and everything. We appreciate everything you're doing. for the community. I think your vlogs are fire, particularly that last one. I love how you capture like so. No, I do, man. I always blow up our guests, but
Dude.
I I appreciate what you did, particularly on the last one. You captured what was that, like 2-3 months all at once, and your transitions.
My
were
vlogs
sick.
are usually like that. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
I do because I'm not a vlogger. Because vlog
Right.
is like, oh, let's go to
You could
Disneyland.
be,
No, I'm
you
not
could
doing
be,
Right.
by the way, because
Yeah,
you got a
you could.
talent for it. I'm just saying,
Thank you.
but I appreciate that you don't make me watch one long ass day. I see everything that's happened to you in the last
Right.
quarter.
The editing's
that's what I do.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
so
that.
that was fire. Max, any closing thoughts, dude? Sorry about your arm, dude. Hopefully, you know, build some more Lego, get well soon.
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see. But appreciate Shy for joining us, and it's been fun. Hopefully, we'll get to see you in a Brick Fair soon. So we'll meet up then.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
made the decision live on air. We're going to Chicago.
I think it's gonna be Chicago's, man. I mean, it's just the pitch, that Shy pitch. We got to put that on there, man.
Yes, the best buds all together.
Yeah. So Shy, one last thing. I always do this, but are you just going as a guest, or do you guys ever like? Is there like an official like YouTuber meetup or any kind of like show stuff? Because I'd love to collab with you or whatever, or reach out to the promoters and see if we could do like some pods on the scene. I know people break out and do it in hotel rooms and all that shit, but like, is there any official media shit at all?
I mean, we've gone through this a couple times with like the big ones.
Okay.
Like they should respect the fact that like if Ryan shows up, probably should put him somewhere because that's a
For
name.
autos, you could do autographs, right? Like,
well,
officially.
because you got to feel bad because if you look at the Virginia, he was in the Star Wars area, but like his
he
line
was mobbed, right? He was
like,
mobbed.
Yeah, it's like it's not necessarily. I mean, I'm sure the people around him were fine with it, but like you're hindering views from. Well, long story. I'm not going to go into it. They should. They
Sorry,
don't.
I just jumped into a whole new topic, but I feel like these shows have been low rent. That's why I want to see them.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Comic-Con and a lot of other big things. I feel like Lego shows should have more respect. That's all.
So they want the Lego masters more so than we're like, okay, that's cool, but that's what they want.
Rich Boy Jay is the real Lego master, but I mean he's gonna have Camino there, so he will have a space. But
he's doing Chicago. That seals the deal, bro. So let's do it.
Well, he's going to Virginia too, but he's bringing Camino to Chicago and not Virginia. So yeah, little tidbit. I don't know if he's really told people that, but me and him were, personal messaging.
Nice. Got the shades? What do we know?
I'll wear them.
I always leave them in the car. I swear. The next
Max
time,
never is prepared.
The next time I'll have them.
Oh, like these? You'll have these
Buds.
next time, Max?
Ooh, good times. So for Brent from Brent's Bricks, Max from West Coast Bricks, and for Shy from SHYTIME is my time, as well as the Cali Brick Click. This has been Sean the Right Way. And this little thing, the show we did tonight, Bud's hanging out, talking Lego, having a good time, is Max, seriously, wear your glasses, dude. Go outside and get them. We'll wait.
That's a long walk to the parking lot.
All right, we'll forgive you. This has been a couple of brickheads. We'll see you guys next week. More fun things to come. Peace.